Hey! Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Double Douche. It's me, Rockin' Robbie, and with me I have Brooks.
Hey.
No elaborate intro today for Brooks, whatever. Just want to say, Brooks, I'm thankful for you and our friendship over these years. You've been a great buddy. I enjoy playing fighting games with you, especially when I win and you get really angry, which does happen, but not as often as I would hope. Bro, I really appreciate everything you do just for me personally and for PCP and the Army. And shout out to you out there in the PCP Army Station, everybody. We're really thankful for you. So this is happy Thanksgiving, Brooks. How you doing? You have a good day?
Yeah. I had dinner with my sister and her family for a while, so I got my Thanksgiving fill. I actually had 3 Thanksgivings this year.
Wow.
My parents did one on Saturday night, and my aunt did one on Sunday night. Then my sister did one tonight.
Damn, bro.
Triple Thanksgiving.
Other people not having Thanksgivings. Brooks is over here hoarding them. They're all mine. He's like the Gollum of fucking Thanksgiving.
It's mine, precious.
Station. So we're just hanging out tonight, guys. Kind of old school, just kind of like what we were doing for a while. It's like, whatever, no particular thing. I did watch the movie Hardcore Henry. Yeah, I watched it. You've seen it, right, Brooks?
Yeah.
Man, I really liked it.
I know, man. It's fun as hell.
Dude, okay, so I watched the trailer. Like when everybody in the PCP Army, we were like, hit 25 and I'll watch Hardcore Henry, right? I don't know why, but we did it well beyond. So I was like, all right, I got to watch Hardcore Henry. And I didn't really know too much about it. But like I watched the trailer, I was like, this seems like it's going to be kind of obnoxious because it's all like first person or whatever. Yeah. But that movie's wild as hell, dude. Yeah. That movie's wild.
I love the fucking crazy ass villain and the fucking dude that like cloned himself.
Yes. Like what is it's cool because it's like it feels like it's nonstop and it does these moments where it has to do some info dumps. And it usually does it in a really interesting way because these characters are so wild and crazy. Yeah. You're like, why is the same dude keep popping up? But I really, really liked it. So I don't remember who in particular started the movement to get me to watch Hardcore Henry out in the PCP Army, but whoever it was, thank you, Station. I'm thankful for that. That movie was wild as hell, bro.
Yeah, I love in the end where the girl's like, she's killed the villain, and the girl's like, how could you do this? And he just like writes over in the thing, easy.
Yes. Oh my god, that was a wild movie. I wasn't. It's gory, and it's fun and it's clever. It's got some real clever action bits, and it really does feel like it's just a non-stop fucking ride.
Yeah, it's like a great action movie. I thought it was one of the best action movies I've seen.
I definitely think we should probably think about putting it on the schedule for Action Fest 2021, right?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, it's such a fun one. I got it. When I see Strick, I'm going to be like, bro, you got to watch it. Like this movie's fucking wild. I mean, that's just the way, like I watch, all these horror films, we're not really shocked or surprised by too much, but this movie was a really fun shock to my system when I watched it. And it was very just bam, bam, bam. So I freaking loved it. The music, the weird characters, man, like that villain, telekinetic villain, super weird, man, but I loved it. And at times
I remember watching it, and then like the villain shows up and he's like all telekinetic. I'm like, it's that kind of movie. It like sets the paces, like this is what you're getting.
That's a great moment. Well, it even starts that up because in the credits where you're just seeing these like wounds, I was like, oh, this movie's gonna get gory because they're setting us up for it right now. But I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun watching that film and doing the pop-up live stream. Here it is. The pop-up live stream. So who's in here? Let's see who's in here. Let's go all the way back. Coffee Girl Espresso Guy says, just like the lockdown days. Thanks for the live stream, Robbie. Well, thank you for being the reason to even have a live stream. But yeah, just like in the lockdown days, there were a lot of live streams in those days. Jesse, say what? Sam Fett's in the house. Hope everybody had a good day. We got Eric. Perfect time to come out of the food coma station. Hell yeah. Robert. Near Mint, what's up? Not Near Mint, my bad. 1-2 in the house. We got Nick, Tony, Twitch, Life Grip. Got to get a Life Grip, Jacob, got Ricky, Brad, Comic book therapy, yes. The gruesome twosome station. Hell yeah.
Sound like a wrestling team or tag team wrestling name.
The gruesome twosome.
Yeah.
Rockin' Robbie and Bodacious
like
Brooks.
like one of those obnoxious tag teams. It's just like comes out and just like is just annoying and shit.
Yeah, and like super campy.
Yeah.
Until we do like the ultimate heel turn.
Yeah. And all of a sudden we get really dark.
Yes. I start wearing makeup and shit. Spikes. Oh man, we would have fit right in. Yeah. We fit right in, man. We joined the ministry.
The Undertaker comes back to wrestling just to mentor us.
So he's done now, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like George said he walked out on a match.
Did he wrestle?
I don't know how accurate I can trust that information.
He probably just like choke slammed somebody or some shit. Was it? If anything, I don't know. I haven't watched wrestling in years.
Yeah, but apparently him and Vince had like a thing like he was wanting out for so long, but Vince just kept stringing him along, so he finally just got fed up and just walked out on him.
Well, there's not much more I think he can do with his body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he's been around since like the olden days.
Yeah, dude. Like when we were kids.
Yep.
That's like, crazy.
He's from that early era. I always loved the Undertaker though. I knew it was going to end eventually, but like I never wanted it to.
Yeah.
I
think he lost wrestle. I think he lost some of his mystique when he went to like biker guy, you know. Yeah, but you know, when he got older, I mean that's just the way it goes. But like 90s Undertaker, you can't fuck with that, man.
Yeah.
That shit. And when he would show up, you're just like, oh my God. And that's why they even did like in the Attitude Era, they did that whole ministry subline, like which I absolutely fucking loved. And because it inspired all these dark, you know, more gothic
edgy wrestlers.
Yeah, edgy and gothic type shit. And I really, really liked it. So Fat Laces, what's up, my man? How you doing? Turkey Tornado Tables match. Today for Thanksgiving, Brooks had 3. So Brooks is hoarding all the Thanksgivings away. So me and the cats today, we had a Turkey Taco Thursday Thanksgiving. They were delicious. And then I had a peach cream pie that me and Brooks were talking about before we went live. And I was just like, yo, man, it's so good. Brett's in the house. He says, happy Stationsgiving. That's worth a station from Kid Cudi himself. That's worth that. BJ, what's up? He says, what's the difference between reading novels and reading comics? BJ, I'm not trying to be a smartass, but one involves pictures. No, the difference is a comic book, depending on how you invest in a comic book, can be absorbed way quicker than, you know, a book.
Yeah, because a picture can fill in for a lot of words. Like you can draw something like happening that would like take like sentences and sentences to explain like in a book, you know, but just it's more easy just to show, you know, the character doing it.
Yes. However, though, a novel can be more immersive of an experience because it is all built up in your head and using more of your imagination, right? So
yeah.
2 way different styles, but 2 great ways to absorb story. I like it. I like both, but I tend to read more comic books, but it's you can read more comic books in the time it would take to read a novel, at least for me. But I love it when you get absorbed in one of those novels where all you want to do, like on say your day off, is just spend 5 to 6 hours just reading that book. Like I love those days. I haven't had one of those days in a long time.
Yeah, me too. I haven't read I've been reading that Lovecraft stuff a bit here and there, but that's not like, you know, reading a novel, like making a commitment to something like that.
Yeah.
Last time I did that was The Wheel of Time, and that's like a 14-book series.
The Wheel of Time.
That's the commitment right there. Like a Wheel of Time run.
Yeah.
It'll probably take you a year and a half.
Yeah. I don't like committing because let me tell you something, Brooks. How long ago did I start Dark Tower? And I still got.
If it took you this long to do the Dark Tower, it'd take you probably 5 years to read the Wheel of Time.
I think it's taken me 5 years to get through Dark Tower, bro. Because or whenever that movie came out, that's when I started reading it. But I have had your book 7, your copy, right, on my end table in the living room for months. And I just keep looking at it. And instead I grab the comic book that's stacked next to it. That's what I've been doing. And it's preventing me from reading other books because like I can read a Star Trek book in like a day and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A Michael Crichton book, you rereading some things like that. I like to read things that are not necessarily just fiction. Right. And so it's cutting into book time because I got this one fucking book and it's just so overwhelming to me. This final, I'm going to do it. I think that may be why 2020 sucks because I have not read that book yet. Maybe when I read that book, everything will be fine.
Yeah, like everything just magically gets better.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Twitch says, just wait for the Wheel of Time show. Wheel of Time.
People keep talking about that, man, but I don't know. Like it's been something that's been talked about for so long. It's like, whatever. They're going to do it. They should just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Just do it to it. Just do it to it. Do it.
Just make the show.
So I last night finished the first season of Saved by the Bell on my rewatch. Very impressive, I think, that I've managed to do it in like 2 weeks. Yeah. I really like it. And I think Zach Morris has got a bad reputation these days. I think people really overlook this really like kind-heartedness to him. Like, for instance, there's an episode in which he's running for school president against Jesse, right? Yeah. Because he finds out that the winner's going to get a trip to Washington. So he's actually he just wants to win to get a week out of school, right? And he actually winds up winning. Long story short, he goes to visit Jesse, and she is just broke down crying, like in despair over it. And he like owns up to what he did. And he says, I'm going to resign and give you the president. Right. You know, blah, blah, blah. It's just, people forget about that. Zach Morris can be a good dude. You know, there's the new Saved by the Bell, I think has started already, but I want to do my rewatch before I want to do it all in order, but I didn't get to watch Miss Bliss yet, but that's on the complete collection Shout Factory set. So now I got to rebuy my Saved by the Bells. If I rebuy that set, do you want my Saved by the Bell DVDs, Brooks?
Yeah. I've watched through Saved by the Bell again.
I like it's fun. It takes me back. I watch it late at night, usually right before I go to bed. Yeah. It's like the last thing to do. It's like 22 minutes. Sure. Let's do it. You been watching anything? Any shows, man?
Mandalorian, of course. I've been watching that. I've been watching through I just recently watched the Captain America trilogy again.
Oh, nice.
That's
Marvel's best trilogy. Avenger. It's Marvel's best trilogy.
Yeah, I think it's the most solid of so far of the Marvel trilogy.
As a saga across 3 movies, and 3 movies, each standing on their own and working together, Captain America's better than anything, because with Avengers you got Age of Ultron in there, with Iron Man you got some missteps, Thor you definitely got some missteps. So
yeah, it's like Thor 2 kind of broke up the Thor trilogy a bit, and like as awesome as Ragnarok is, it can't carry it from the Dark World. And the first one I thought was really good too, but
I really liked the first one.
But Winter Soldier is like probably one of the best volume number 2s, aside from Guardians volume 2, I think.
It's up there. A lot of people would probably say it's better than Guardians 2. I think it's really close.
I wouldn't go.
I think Guardians 2 has levels that a lot of those MCU films, it's still formulaic, but its blend of humor and heart is so well done.
Yeah, Guardians 2 is like definitely one of my favorite MCU movies.
Yeah, me too. I still quote it as maybe my favorite MCU film. But Infinity War is pretty damned exciting.
Yeah.
Endgame is fun too. Endgame is great, but Infinity War is like, that was like this generation's fucking Star Wars, man. That was like the biggest thing to see on a screen. It's just seeing so many of those characters, no matter what you feel. Like, I thought, like, I didn't really like the Doctor Strange movie that much, but Doctor Strange was awesome in Infinity War, man.
He was great in Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, Spider-Man was great.
Was in Endgame.
Yeah, Spidey was great in Infinity War. Yeah. Endgame's okay. It gets away from the epicness because it's all about the time heist to rescue everything, but that's fine, and I like it. But Infinity War is so damn epic, and the way it ends, it's like it was like an Empire Strikes Back moment. We weren't around to watch Empire in theaters and have those moments unfold without pre-knowledge or whatever. But Anyway, thank you all for being here, by the way.
Yeah, I recall going to that had like a packed theater.
Which
even at a Hollywood 18.
Oh, Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah. Like no movie I think we've been to has been that packed.
Well, well, it was obviously already on its last leg, and now it's gone. So I don't know where we'll be watching movies in 2021, but we know where we'll be watching Wonder Woman at home. Did you hear about that? Right, they're releasing Wonder Woman on HBO Max on Christmas.
HBO Max, I heard that.
Yeah, man, pretty dope. You'll have to come over and watch it so we can all do a stream or something.
Yeah. Well, I got HBO Max.
Oh, there you go. Then you can watch it.
Yeah, we can still watch it.
Yeah, you don't have to
actually watch it. I can actually watch it and watch it
and pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Brooks finds it difficult to watch a movie for the first time with the crew. It can be a difficult process, especially because we haven't done it we could literally probably count on our hands how many times we've done it this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really only been like twice, like 3 or 4. I don't know, but like
Zombie and Roadhouse.
Zombie, Roadhouse, and don't forget Halloween.
Oh, yeah,
Halloween and Friday the 3rd for me and you. Friday the 3rd, I said. Friday 13th Part 3 in 3D. What else did we watch though? Oh, fucking Bill and Ted.
The last one in the Romero trilogy. Land of the Dead.
Survival
of the Dead. Yeah, that was the last.
Well, we watched that one together. Yeah, but with the whole crew. Man, that Bill and Ted night was fun.
Yeah, Jelani wasn't there for that one.
No, he wasn't. He's not here for this either.
Yeah, but we all watched
turkey coma.
What is a movie that we've all hadn't seen that we're all watching for the first time? Like we're all quiet and we pay attention to the movie mostly. But if it's a movie like some of us have already seen before, like it's just blah 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 blah, and like you want to be part of the conversation, so you like kind of divert your attention away from the plot.
Yeah, maybe. Because I very vividly remember the plot of Face the Music, but I did watch it again before we did our review.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it again, bro. I would like to watch it again. I think that's one of the best movies I've seen in a while.
Oh, Fat Laces. What was the last movie you guys seen together at Hollywood 18? Sadly, it was Bloodshot.
Yep.
We chose Bloodshot over The Invisible Man because we were like, well, that seems more comic booky, and so let's cover that one. And I wish I would have seen The Invisible Man in theaters. I think it's an okay movie. Yeah. I think Bloodshot's an okay movie too. It's okay, but I wish we could. Now, the last movie we saw in theaters was Jurassic Park, but that was in a different theater. And we rented out the theater for PCP, and I watched Jurassic Park. That was a fun day too, man.
Yeah.
Those are the few times that we've actually all gathered to watch movies this year. And because the only movies we saw in theaters this year, I think were like that. It was we saw Jurassic Park, we saw Birds of Prey, we saw Bloodshot, and was there something else? I don't remember.
No, I don't remember if there was something else. No, unless you count Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yeah, there's that one, but we didn't go to the theater for that. Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, on the video on demand or whatever.
Yeah, man.
But it was when it would have been released in theaters. Like I'm wishing, like I want to see Black Widow. Like after watching these Captain America movies, it's got me all hyped for Black Widow again. And I'm like, oh yeah, like when that's gonna fucking come out?
What, Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think is the current date May of next year. I think that's the current date. I think they're trying to hold off.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Warner Brothers is going ahead. I think that's the right thing to do, especially with Wonder Woman. Because if the movie, I'm not trying to say it is because I don't have no idea, but let's just say Wonder Woman 2 is not good. A long wait between a number one that a lot of people liked and a number two that most people wouldn't would kill that whole franchise. But if they were able to do it quicker, then maybe, kind of like with a Thor 2 or an Iron Man 2, you're like, well, there would be a third one. It'll be better, guys. Don't worry. We're building up. We're doing something. But, I mean, Wonder Woman 2 could be fine. I'm excited to see it. Yeah. You think they're going to come up with the movie for the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Well, they're doing that TV show. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more excited for that than WandaVision.
And like, especially after watching Civil War again, I can remember all their kind of funny bits that they had. Like the two jealous best friends.
Yeah. That is a funny little bit there. What was your favorite dish at Thanksgiving this year? Well, for me, I made tacos, so I'm going to go with the taco. But typically, historically, my favorite dishes are always like pecan pie, and oh man, let me think about this. Well, I mean, macaroni and cheese. I like a good mac and cheese. I like the whole thing. I like cranberry sauce. I like green bean casserole. Yeah. Yeah, I like a lot of that kind of stuff. Turkey, obviously. What's crazy is that this would have been my first Thanksgiving in years as a non-vegetarian, right?
Yeah.
And I wound up just eating turkey tacos, but they were delicious. They were delicious.
Got turkey in it, right?
It's turkey. It was daunting. I was like, I thought about getting like a turkey breast and like doing something with it. Like I figured I could do something maybe with it in the air fryer, but I didn't. I just went with turkey tacos because I always had this thing where I would always be like, why do we always got to do like the typical thing for Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? Why can we not like have a Mexican feast? Why can't we not have an Italian feast? And so this was my chance to have a taco Thanksgiving. Albeit
staying true to the holiday.
Yeah. Now I was like, what if I would have made turkey tacos but with the flavorings of the traditional Thanksgiving?
Like put some mashed potatoes over the turkey and then like some gravy on top.
Yeah, some cranberry sauce,
maybe a little green bean casserole on there.
Yeah, put it in a taco.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Why not?
Why not? Do y'all flavor ham or turkey more? I have no idea. I've never made a ham or a turkey in my life. Never. I've made a chicken. I've done chicken, but I've never done that. Have you ever cooked a ham or a turkey, Brooks?
Not personally, no.
Yeah, no. We're not the channel for that, apparently. Now, Jelani was sharing these pictures on Facebook of the turkey that he cooked. It looked delicious. It looked very well done.
I didn't get my invitation to partake in that turkey.
Well, this is an unprecedented Thanksgiving, Brooks. So that's, I'm sure, why he didn't invite you to his family Thanksgiving with his.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him up. Hey, bro, why don't you invite me to your family Thanksgiving?
Just randomly show up.
Yeah.
What's up, dog? I brought some gin. You got any tonic? Like, no. Why would anybody have randomly tonic? Yeah. This is the season for pumpkin spice eggnog. I love pumpkin spice eggnog, man.
Well, my sister made a pumpkin roll as good as hell.
A pumpkin roll? It's easy to make a pumpkin roll. You just pick it up and... Anyway, go ahead. So what's a pumpkin roll? What are you talking about? Like it's a cinnamon roll, but pumpkin?
Yeah, well, like the things like the twirl. It's like a Hostess thing, not a Twinkie, but it's like the thing that's rolled up and it's like at the spiral.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like one of those, but kind of like bigger, pretty much.
Nice. That sounds really, really good. Hey, we got Herminio in the house. He says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And Reggie just showed up. My man, Reggie, what's up, buddy? What's up, fam? Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and is having a great Thanksgiving. I noticed Perry released a reaction video.
Swiss roll,
Swiss roll. That's because I was trying to think of it. I kept thinking of jelly roll because I always like the like Little Debbie has one that's like strawberry and whipped cream or whatever. Like, oh my God. I cannot buy Little Debbie's. Like, I just can't. Like, it's easy for me to like limit the amount of cereal I eat, even though I have this massive supply. Right. I like eat very little cereal actually. But if I have like some Little Debbie's up in my cabinet, that shit's gone, bro. Like gone. And I love them. And those are some of my favorite ones, man. Oh my God. What's your favorite Little Debbie? I always loved oatmeal cream pies or classics, but I had so many. I used to work you remember when I worked at the Acura and Honda dealership?
Yeah.
And so in the
vending machine.
Well, we had the vending machine, but in the lounge area for customers, we had like free coffee. There was like a early version of like the Keurig machine in there and shit.
Yeah.
And like we had like these little snack cakes and shit and like, you know, oatmeal cream pies. And I, at that time in my life, every breakfast, every morning, this is how I got through that. That was crazy. I hated that job after a while, but I got through every morning with oatmeal cream pies and Mountain Dew, man. I felt like a redneck, bro. And
when I worked at NTB, I used to get for lunch, I just get a bear claw out of the vending machine.
Yeah. How sad is that, right? Really?
Yeah. They're real healthy there.
Yeah. When Dixie was one of my first jobs, it's a grocery store, you know, and it's honey buns and Dr. Pepper at that time. Honey buns. They're like the worst thing you could put in your body, probably. Let's station for everybody real quick. Station. Hell yeah. So here's a picture that Mike took of Brooks, probably back, I don't know, Brooks, what do you think, like 2012 or something?
Yeah. It had to be a while back because that was the deep before the...
Yes, the previous location. The tiny one. The tiny one.
Yeah.
All right. So he posted this in the PCP Army, and then he had done this, which we think is great. And John wants to see if he can put it on a shirt. But check that out. That's fan-fucking-tastic, man. Just wanted to show that with everybody and why you should join the PCP Army on Facebook if you haven't already. Let's station for that. 100%.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Can't keep abusing the station button. I'm like that annoying
station.
I'm like that annoying morning show radio jock, you know, like station. God, I hate that guy. All right, guys.
Like, oh.
It's time for Robbie and the douche. Hey, Fable's in the house. Station. Hell yeah. Cosmic brownies and honey buns. That's right. We were talking about fucking. But so I got tired of oatmeal cream pies. But if the nutty bars are the shit, especially in the refrigerator. Those little fucking jelly Swiss rolls, like I think they're called strawberry shortcake rolls or whatever.
Yeah.
And I always still have a soft place in my heart for Star Crunch and fudge rounds. What about you, Brooks? You got any favorites?
I like the cupcakes.
Okay.
I like snowballs were one that I actually liked. I remember my dad used to always bring snowballs home.
I love snowballs for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird because it has this weird coconut thing with the whatever it is.
Yeah.
Basically around like a chocolate cupcake with cream in the center.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's just such an odd combination, but it works somehow.
I remember being a kid, I used to just peel that shit right off, throw it away, and eat the damn cake, right?
Yeah.
But now I actually love just eating them. I love the taste and the texture. It's the coconut that makes it work for me. Because usually with that marshmallowy stuff, I don't like that in confections, right? Yeah. Things like Goo Goo bars or whatever, Goo Goo clusters, whatever the fuck, like whatever they are. Shit like that, like moon pies. Like
how you're such a cereal lover. You're not in the marshmallow.
I like Marbits, right? And I like eating marshmallows, but I don't like that. And I like marshmallow cream on like a peanut butter sandwich, but I don't like that shit that's like in moon pies for some reason. Like, I don't know. I just don't like that shit. And, but with Snowball, I like, and you're talking now outside a little Debbie, and that's cool. I really like Zingers, which are the Hostess ones. They're like, because they're Twinkies, but then they do these other versions. Yeah, they're raspberry with the coconut. Oh my God. Yeah. Those are so fucking good, man. So good.
It always reminded me of those bee things in Donkey Kong Country.
Oh yeah.
Like the fucking bees with the spikes all over their fucking backs.
Yes. Star Crunch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love Star Crunch, man. Yeah, the Ghostbusters snowballs had green coconut. Yeah, and they do those for St. Patrick's Day too. And I always love it. Like sometime like last month, I bought like an orange one for like Halloween, and I love that shit. I've even seen some of them for baseball sometimes. They actually have like the seams on it, where it's like made to look like a baseball. So that was cool. You know what I really miss is Ecto Cooler. Speaking of
everybody misses Ecto Cooler.
I know they brought it back. They brought it back when that shitty Ghostbusters movie came out a few years ago. So I'm really hoping when Afterlife finally comes out, we'll get some more Ecto Cooler.
Oh, definitely.
God, because it was.
I mean, they'd be a fool not to take advantage of it.
That shit was a staple in my house, bro. Ecto Cooler.
Yeah, I remember. I remember it being around like during the real Ghostbusters cartoon series.
Yep.
Like as long as that series was running, they had it out.
Yeah,
it was nice.
It was out for a long time, man, and I'm just surprised that they've never even just repurposed the flavor for something. I think they tried to repurpose it one time. I don't remember what, but I'm sure people have recipes on how to make Ecto Cooler, right? I remember when I first started vaping, one of the first flavors I bought online was Ecto Cooler, and it tasted like Ecto Cooler, but it was a terrible vape because it was just so acidic, and it tore through atomizers, especially back in the earlier days of vaping several years ago. But I really liked it when it came back for that Ghostbusters film, and the taste took me back, but I can't guarantee 100% that it was very accurate to what it tasted like back then, you know. Yeah. But it seemed to.
Yeah, I remember the Ecto Cooler taste, but I couldn't say with certainty, you know.
Oh, apparently there's a strain of marijuana called.
Really?
Yeah.
Shocking.
I see. There's a commercial from 1989. Hell yeah. Like, I want to buy it in like a 3-liter bottle. Do you remember 3-liter bottles?
Yeah, like in big old jugs. Like you can get high C and shit in.
Oh man, they get like Ecto Cooler t-shirts and shit. Even a damn face mask. I'm gonna have to share this.
Ecto Cooler mask.
That's a cool mask. Ecto Cooler with vodka. Hey, Dylan Station. What's up, Dylan? Dylan, I saw your message about that. I was going to respond. Maybe he does that kind of from time to time. He like limits his social presence, so maybe. Hey, we got Bateman in the house too. Yeah, you know. What is up, PCP fam? Happy Thanksgiving. Hostess Ding Dongs, best snack of all time. Those are good. Yeah, Dylan is here for real this time. You're always welcome to hop in if you feel up to it, Dylan. Just let me know. I'll send you the link.
It's just a bot.
Yeah, it's just Dylan's got the bots. He's going out there.
Greetings, PCP fam.
Yes, Serge, that's the one I remember. The one with Ecto Cooler with Slimer on it, man. Oh, yeah. That's the one. That's good stuff. And it was green. Let me share this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, of course it would have to be green.
Yeah. Look at all that beautiful stuff. Look at this. The face mask. You see that?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, it didn't have Slimer on it when it came back last time. That sucked. But I remember that one, and I remember the original. Look at that with an X-Men promo on it. Look at that.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was it when they tried to rebrand it, right? Crazy Citrus Cooler, Shoutin' Orange Tangerine. Yeah, that's what I want. Did they actually sell it like that? if they did. Oh man, I've been all over that. I remember when it came out, we had gotten, oh, look at that, scented candles. I'd buy that. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, we had a few of these, is what. I had like 2 of these or something when it came out. Look, on eBay, in stock, $18. Is it still good? I'd buy that for $18. I'd be hoarding it, though. People would be like, let me get some Ecto Cooler. No. It'd be like Elaine.
Cooler worthy.
It'd be like Elaine and Seinfeld with the sponge.
Is he sponge worthy? Is Ecto Cooler worthy?
Nobody is Ecto Cooler worthy.
Just never drink Ecto Cooler for the rest of your life.
Never. No need to.
It's like you sit there and stare at your Ecto Cooler.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, somebody fell over.
Twitch says it's definitely not going to be good at this point. That movie is what, 2016? So that'd be 4-year-old juice. I'm sure the LA Beast has tried it. I should watch his video, see how he reacted. He's drinking like the old shit, right, honey? I couldn't do that.
Like, wouldn't it be weird if like age like makes it just like so much better? Whoa.
It's like
the greatest thing I've ever drank.
It's like wine.
Yeah.
Brooks says, "What's going on here, Brooks? You finally fixed your light bulb?" Yeah, he did. He did it. He watched Roadhouse, and it changed him, turned him into a man, and he got a light bulb.
Yeah. It's actually a miniature sun that's constantly revolving around me.
I like it. I like that. That's cool. We can kind of, yeah, I like that. Brooks has gone all out, man. He's getting ready for the movie nights to come back. You know, we got 2 weeks off of movie nights, man. But we get to do fun, silly shit like this instead.
Yeah.
Fun conversation. This is basically, I should have branded this Rockin' Robbie Live with Brooks. It's basically what this is at the Double Deuce.
The double douchebags at the double douche.
Let's elaborate a little bit, man. I used to talk so much shit about the movie Roadhouse in my more pretentious movie snob days. And I am like such a proponent of that film now. I'm like, that movie's fucking awesome. It's so ridiculously cheesy. Now, what happened in that span of time is that I became like, I used to be the guy that was like, yes, I like horror films. My favorites are Dracula, Frankenstein, and Psycho. Psycho is the only modern horror film I like, right? I was always that kind of a guy. And then I started getting into some wild ass horror films in my 20s. And so now Roadhouse like is just like gravy to me because I'm accustomed to that shit, you know? Yeah. I fucking love it, man. I fucking love it.
Yeah, that movie's like, it's a fun ride.
Yeah.
Like fucking Sam Elliott, man. When he fucking pulls his hair back and ties it up in the back, you know? Because he knows it's about to go down.
Look at fucking Dylan. Robbie, please rewatch Fright Night Part 2. Tommy Lee Wallace did a phenomenal job. If you can change your mind about Roadhouse, Fright Night 2 may surprise you. Yeah, I fucking doubt it, Dylan. No, I'll rewatch it, man. I don't have Fright Night anymore. I used to have it on DVD and I don't have it and I need to get it on Blu-ray. Is it one of those ones? Who was it last week on Road? Was it Jelani's like, I would say it's like Dylan would say, phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's all about Monster Squad. Hell yeah. Dylan, we love you, brother. We missed him on Roadhouse last week.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good show, though, man.
Yeah.
I really liked Bueller shitting all over the idea that it had any kind of significance as far as what it was trying to do as a story.
It's like you guys are like putting way too much on this movie here.
That's what we do, man. We pick these crazy, stupid ass fucking cult films and we like act like they're goddamn masterpieces of fucking avant-garde cinema. Because they are.
Yeah.
We're still here at the Double Deuce, man. Me and Brooks been meeting up here every night, getting in bar fights. I like that band, man.
Shooting some billiards.
Oh, man. Playing some darts.
Yeah.
Brother, we haven't played no darts in a long time.
Yeah. Remember that hall at Carol's boyfriend's house and we used to throw him down the hallway?
Yeah, we used to do that. And I remember playing over at the pad when I lived over there on Burn with Kevin and James. And over at G-Funk's house, we used to play, because we had that board put up. Everybody would sign. Hell yeah.
He actually had like a board behind it, too, to catch the misses. And yeah, everybody like signed it, too. It had, like, signatures on it.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of signatures. There are people that just came over there one time, like at a party maybe, like signed it. Sometimes you're like, I don't even know who the fuck that person was. But it looked like, it was so cool, y'all. Like, so we didn't want to put holes in the walls, and we put up this board. And then everybody just started signing it. And it was just really cool, really fun stuff. Abel says, Argento cut. Dylan's like, the Goblin soundtrack is really atmospheric. It is. It is. In fact, guess who has my Argento cut right now? Jay Strick. Jay Strick has my Argento cut. So we'll get to hear from him soon because Jay Strick is going to be returning to PCP Movie Night for Black Christmas, which I think is what, the 11th or something? Something like that. I don't remember. Friday. It's not tomorrow and it's not the following, but it's the one after that. Black Christmas. You ever seen it, Brooks? The original, 1974?
I haven't seen any of them. Like apparently they did one last year, didn't they? Like a remake of it?
Yeah, we're not watching that one. We're watching the original. It's got Margot Kidder in it. Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From them Superman movies.
From them Superman movies.
Superman, Superman.
I'm going to show off some of my recent Blu-ray editions. Do you mind?
Oh, no, by all means. Please do.
Dylan just brought it up. He said, I was going to say he best be there for Black Christmas, and I hope he comes on my channel for Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2. I'll have to convince him of that one. He said he's going to try to limit himself to one stream a week. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. One stream a week.
As long as it's not on garbage day.
What soft ass shit is that? One stream a week. Anyway, I'm just joking. Speaking of that, I did pick up Silent Night, Deadly Night. Because, I mean, I'm building the horror collection. These are always good things to have. Even if you wind up not liking it or caring about it over time, they can incur value. Got Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. I've never seen this one, but Dylan's ass wanted to do a double feature. So I had to spend like $30 on that. I'm not very happy about that. I should have waited.
Blu-ray?
I know, man.
Hell.
I know. And I only do that shit with fucking like these kind of cheesy ass, dumb, sleazy horror films, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you wait, you'll find it cheap. And it's just a game. And I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and get it. But whatever. And I got Psycho 4. 3 is actually coming. It should be here in the first week of December. But it's one of those things I bought on Amazon that's not sold directly by Amazon. You know what I'm saying? But that was the cheaper way. I bet everything else was cheap. It was just this bitch ass movie that I had to overpay for. I got Slumber Party Massacre, which is a movie that I've never even seen, but it's a Scream Factory one, and it seems like a sleazy kind of thing. But I kind of looked into it, and it seems interesting enough. Slasher film at a slumber party, college sorority or some shit like that, probably. Driller killer, I have no idea. It says when Trish decides to. I don't think I've ever seen this, but I remember seeing this at the video store a lot. This was just one I wasn't allowed to rent. But Friday the 13th final chapter was fine.
Well, they put massacre in the title, so like.
Well, they put slumber party. Yeah. I think it was the sex that I think my parents were like, they were more protective of me seeing that kind of stuff than they were any kind of violence. But I noticed it's actually produced and directed by a woman. So that seems interesting. Trish decides to invite her high school girls' basketball teammates over for a slumber party. She has no idea the night is going to end with an unexpected guest, an escaped mental patient, and his portable power drill crashing the party in this cult classic, The Slumber Party Massacre. I figured even if it was something I didn't like, if it was just like utter trash, it would be something that would possibly have a niche audience later on when it's out of print. You know what I'm saying? But that actually doesn't seem too bad. We'll see, though. It may be really dumb. I don't know. I hear about it, but I've never actually seen it. So why the fuck? It was super cheap. And then I got this. It was a Black Friday deal.
That's the trilogy?
It's the trilogy plus the animated series, homie.
Oh.
It's the complete adventures. How cool is that?
Yeah.
It's normally like $70, but Amazon had it on sale for like $22.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, I put a link in the PCP Army and hope other people got to jump on it, but that was a great deal. Those are my recent Blu-ray pickups. We do Blu-ray hauls now.
Yeah.
You know, the He-Man castle is not for sale. Castle Grayskull is staying here. Yeah, that is the old school price for Blu-ray. That's what happens, though, with these Scream factories especially. But whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, it seems kind of odd that, Blu-ray being that expensive these days. Back when, there's hardly even a reason to buy new Blu-rays most of the time.
Well, first of all, not everything you're ever going to want to have to see on a whim is going to be available, right?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, it's Thanksgiving. So after this stream, I may want to watch one of my favorite Thanksgiving films, which is The House of Yes, the Parker Posey film. Have you seen that one? Did I ever make you watch that? About the woman who's like obsessed with the Kennedys, and she was
very familiar.
She was in love with her. She was in love with her brother, and so it's Thanksgiving at their house, and her brother brings. Her and her brother used to have an incestuous relationship, and she kind of like went a little crazy over it. and has this obsession with the Kennedys. So she dresses like Jackie, right? Like Jackie O. And then it's really good. And it gets a little murderous. I really like the movie, but it's a Thanksgiving film. It's one of the few.
I think we did watch that like a long time ago, but I don't remember hardly anything about it.
Freddie Prinze Jr.'s in it, Tori Spelling.
Yeah, I remember you weren't too keen on Freddie Prinze Jr. back in the day.
No, and I think he's kind of a doofus in the movie, but I like the script a lot.
He was like that in the Royal Tenenbaums too, when he played kind of a idiot character.
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yeah.
He's not in Royal Tenenbaums. What are you talking about?
Was he not? I thought he was one of the sons.
No. His sons are Luke Wilson, Ben Stiller. Yeah. And then there's Gwyneth Paltrow.
I think there was another movie. I could have swore it was that one, though.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Freddie Prinze Jr. ain't in Royal Tenenbaums, bro. You wrong. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what.
Maybe it's a Mandela effect thing.
I don't know what you've been smoking on, but you need to share a little bit of it. With Iceman. Just randomly got an Iceman in front of me. Do you remember that one? That was the redo.
Yeah.
The one that didn't have the feature. Because
I changed color in the freezer.
Yeah, I mean, I have that one and it works. So, like, why did they stop doing it? Maybe it was the price. Maybe it was too expensive. Because remember, they did the Invisible Woman the same way. And then it became a really rare figure to find back in the day. It was an expensive figure.
No one could find it.
Yeah. And then they just put this one out, which had a bluish tint to it and didn't have the feature. But I have the other one, too. And it does still work, but you can easily see where the icicles are even when it's dry. I do not have that Sue, though, that was supposed to turn invisible. Or whatever. What are you smoking, Brooks? He ain't in Royal Tenenbaums. What's up, Whole Shoe? If you want to join in, let me know. I'll send you the link.
Hey, John, Friday the 13th, Part 7 sucks.
Damn. I actually had a lot more fun with that on the rewatch. I just hate the fact that by the time we got to Part 7, we were like, all right, it's time to blaze right on through these films.
Yeah.
We were like about to hit, like, I think we were at 2.5 hours at that point, and we were like, we still have half of these fucking movies to talk about. Damn. There should have been no extra BS. It should have just been straight on, just talk about the damn movies.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like some of us get long-winded when it comes to certain movies, you know?
Yeah, me too. I get it. I'm going to send you the link anyway, John, no matter what. Doesn't mean you have to click it. Click it or tick it, you know. Stick it, bop it.
Going to Fight Island.
But come and defend your shit.
Me and John in the cage. Pay-per-view.
I just sent it to your Facebook, John. Ignore it if you want. It's usually what he does to Facebook messages. Just kidding. I'm the world's worst at ignoring. Brooks is like, what's a Facebook?
Yeah, that's that thing that Children's is on, right?
Oh, man. I got to pee. Brooks, you want to take an intermission real quick?
Okay.
All right, we're taking intermission real quick. Don't worry, we'll be right back. Everybody, station. That's fun, isn't it? Let's watch that Roadhouse thing again. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Let's see what Brooks has got back there. He's got a Twilight Dash My Little Pony that's towering above some of the other figures back there. I see the OG Toy Biz Sentinel back there. It's always exciting. Who's that on top of that Sentinel?
That's Kakashi from Naruto.
All right.
He's just sitting up there doing this.
Okay, I gotcha. Carlos says, what's everyone watching tonight? I'm on that Animaniacs reboot while I watch for the new Mando. Is there a new Mando tomorrow? They're not skipping because of the holiday? That's cool. Mando's been fun this year. I've been
loving the Mando, man.
I have not been checking out Animaniacs yet, but I do want to check it out. I've been watching Brave New World. I have 3 episodes left. And I've been watching Saved by the Bell. Just finished up season 1. And we had that discussion too. But what's everybody watching tonight? You know, maybe I was thinking about maybe watching House of Yes because it's a Thanksgiving film. That would be something. Yeah, Mando's good. Hey, it's Hammer Time. Welcome to the Double Douche.
Mandalorian is good if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, we were. What have you been watching lately? I guess Mandalorian and Happy Thanksgiving and Station.
Yeah. Station. I'm caught up on Mandalorian. I don't think I've been watching anything else. I watched all of the Queen's Gambit. That's pretty good.
I keep hearing that. I'm hearing it too much, so now I'm like, I'm not going to watch it because everybody keeps talking about it.
I haven't really watched anything else. I want to watch the New Mutants since it's out on VOD, so I'll probably rent it, give it a chance. I know some people liked it, some people didn't like it. I'm going to give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it a fair chance. So I'm going to rent that probably this weekend sometime.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched anything else lately, to be honest with you.
I was thinking we should probably watch New Mutant at some point and like do some kind of video or something.
Yeah, I think
Tenet's about to come out in a couple weeks too.
My bar is very low for New Mutants, so I might really like it. You know what I'm saying? But I've set the bar very low.
I have, like, for instance, I'm not that eager to watch it. You know.
Yeah.
It'll be better than Friday the 13th Part 7.
Oh, that girl that's in it, New Mutants, with the blonde hair, is also in Glass and in Split and is the main person in the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, interesting.
So it's the same young lady in all those films. I didn't realize it was the same person. I'm like, she looks so familiar. I'm like, oh, she's in Split and Glass. Okay, she's that main person from. She was in Split. She was the girl with the dark hair that was the main person that survives. And then she goes on and she's kind of the main person in
the final girl.
Yeah, but she's the main in Queen's Gambit. She's the main character, Elizabeth, and then she's got her natural blonde hair, and apparently she's blonde in real life in New Mutants. Which New Mutants actually looks like it's got a great cast. The whole cast looks great, but I've heard hit or miss things, so I'll give it a chance. I'm setting the bar very low, so I may end up coming out liking it, but the bar is set so low, low.
She's in The Witch too.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I haven't seen that, but I heard she was in it. But the Queen's Gambit's really good.
Dylan keeps joining in the conversation. Dylan, I'm just going to send you the link. Ignore it if you want. What am I doing? Gmail. Yeah, I just didn't want to check out Queen's Gambit because I'm not a big Remy LeBeau fan.
Nice. Well, are you a big chess fan though? Either.
I mean, I like the idea of chess.
Do you play chess?
No, it's rather I like checkers.
Okay.
I like battle.
You never played chess with George, did you?
I'm sure, and I'm sure not recently. And I know John's always talked about wanting to play chess, but I don't know. Chess is stressful as hell to me, man. I have played it, but chess isn't my thing. But it's interesting too. It's interesting.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I got a nice chess set here, but I never play because I need, I might play it online or whatever, download it on Xbox or PC or on my phone app. I play that. So it's fun, but I'm not an expert by any means. I don't know. I enjoyed it. So you definitely check it out, but you're right. It's like Breaking Bad was the same way. When Breaking Bad came out, everybody's like, it's the greatest show. You got to watch it. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. And then when Bob Odenkirk got added to it, I did finally watch.
Well, I wind up. I'm hearing an echo on me. Who's that? Check. Y'all hear that? An echo on me? Someone got their speakers up too loud?
Is it me?
Say something, Brooke.
Hey.
Hey. All right, hold on. One. It's John.
Let me adjust my volume here.
You can put it on headphones. It probably cut it out completely. I don't know why Brooks doesn't wear headphones.
I don't wear headphones either.
I hate it when people come on here and they don't wear headphones because they're like fucking rebels or something. Dylan's the same way. I fucking hate it. I'm always hearing echoes and shit.
I have some nice headphones too. What size is the jack on this computer?
What size is the jack on here? About 6'7". So, John, one of our favorite Thanksgiving traditions of the recent years has been watching our football teams lose on Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah, that's a tradition. Always. The worst team in the league, and they lost to them. So I guess they're the worst team in the league now.
Same with my Cowboys.
It wasn't like they barely got beat. They got their asses kicked. It was pretty shameful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been playing them footballs, right?
Yes.
They have, yeah.
That's what they say. That's what they say, Brooks. That's the exact.
Carrying the footballs across the
field
and stuff
to the score zone.
The score zone. What's up, Flo?
It's it was pretty shameful. It was hard to watch, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
I don't know how you feel. I feel terrible. I ate so much food. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Well, did you have a Thanksgiving?
Yes.
See, I did not.
I've been quarantining for a couple weeks now, so I could go to my parents' house, and they made too much food.
Cool.
I ate too much food, and I feel like I'm gonna die. So if I die, it's because I ate too much food. Can that happen? I think that can happen, but I think it's unlikely. It's gonna happen.
I think it happened in that Monty Python movie.
Oh, okay.
If you remember. No, I didn't. We didn't have a Thanksgiving this year, so I made turkey tacos. I made like a turkey taco extravaganza, and I got a peach cream pie, and it was delicious.
Like next year, you should do like turkey lasagna or something.
Maybe. Why does it have to be turkey? What if I did? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next year I'll actually try to make a turkey for the first time in my life. I've never done that.
I tried one. I tried it like a turkey breast that was pre-bagged like 6 months ago, and it came out all mushy. And then I read the directions, and I guess I put it in upside down. So it was mostly mush. Not recommended cooking a turkey breast. The ones that come in the bag. If you do it, maybe follow the directions. But I couldn't read the directions because the bag was squished. So I don't know. I winged it. It didn't work out very well. So I wasted a lot of turkey. I feel bad. The turkey I got off of there was good. It wasn't like a mush. Like turkey pudding is basically what most of it was. I don't recommend it.
Turkey pudding is really good in the UK, I hear.
Is that a popular thing over there?
Out in the farms.
Yeah, turkey pudding with their with I got nothing.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
What'd you do, Brooks?
Yeah, Brooks. Brooks had 3 fucking Thanksgivings. He said.
What? Why don't you save some for the rest of us, bitch?
I had two on the weekend. One with my parents and sister. Another one with my aunt on Sunday. And then tonight I went to my sister's house and had another one.
So the other one's next Sunday, or you had one the previous Sunday?
The previous Sunday.
Okay.
Like
that's a lot Sunday. And everybody make a turkey?
Yeah.
Everybody's got to make a turkey.
Everybody's got.
Why not tacos? This year I made a bold statement in the face of. No, I'm just kidding. The last few Thanksgivings have been, like fake turkey. So this was my first year to actually get real turkey, and then we didn't wind up doing a Thanksgiving, and so I made turkey tacos, which are not as good as beef.
Franklin actually wanted the turkey to be the official American bird.
I did know that, Brooks. I watched that same History Channel. I watched that same History Channel documentary.
Wouldn't it be hilarious to have a turkey on the back of the quarter?
This is a weird stretch, but this sounds awesome. Twitch says, I'm looking forward to the picture my wife is painting for Robbie. It's a certain Marvel villain with a former Taco Bell item that Robbie misses.
So is it Dr. Doom eating a Mexican pizza?
That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Huh.
Weird stretch, but okay.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Check it out. I mean, I didn't realize I'd make so many waves when I revealed my top 5 favorite discontinued Taco Bell menu items. But I'm glad I did. That was suggested to me by our homie Lane, so that was cool. That's a great one.
Their new menu is just there's like 6 things on the menu. It's pathetic. Yeah. It's pathetic.
It's pathetic, and their dollar menu has been shredded.
Oh yeah.
Just get rid of the dollar menu and have a $2 menu. That's fine. Do the same things, but have it be $2. Like,
yeah, have it called a value menu. It doesn't have to call it the dollar menu.
That's what Wendy's did, you know. But the thing is, we are way out of the era of the dollar menu being a viable thing. Here's some funny things. So the card department at our shop, they're obsessed with those new. The only thing that's like, I mean, the dollar menu right now, Taco Bell is shit. Okay, they just removed so much awesome stuff. I think they still have the cheesy bean and rice burrito in there, so that's pretty cool. But there's this like chicken chipotle wrap or something, and it's literally just like a handful of chicken with some sauce and cheese wrapped up, and it's like not even burrito size. It's like if you ever gotten like the cheese roll up, it's like one of those.
Yeah, like a churro.
Yeah, and people will be like, "Hey, we're going to Taco Bell. What do you want?" They'll be like, "I want 8 of those." I'm like, "Bro," so you wind up having to go to this place, these people, and having to be like, "Yeah, I need 47 of these things," and like it's like a whole fucking thing. It used to be like when we worked at the movie theater and double stacks were $1 at Wendy's Hammer Time, and we would somebody would have to go there and order like 40 fucking double stacks and like 10 fries.
Those were the best, dude. When I was in school, they still had them for $1, and when I was in school, I had no money, so double stacks was it, man. Wendy's was my go-to. I get 2 double stacks. And I don't think I got fries or anything. I think I just got 2 double stacks. And for $2, I'll drink at home. I'll get water or have soda at home, dude. And Wendy's all day, all night. Wendy's was the go-to.
Hey, man, Wendy's nuts hit you in the face. Let me know how it feels.
Well, I'm going to log off. I'll see you guys. So, and Arby's. Arby's used to have the 5 for $5 or whatever, and they had the coupons. So it was Wendy's or Arby's all the time. I told you this, right? My buddy, my old roommate, we used to joke, Wendy's or Arby's, Wendy's or Arby's. We always argue which one we're going to go to. Wendy's. And then we made up our own called Warby's. Like, where are we going to go? Let's go to Warby's. Ha, ha, ha. And then Wendy's fucking bought Arby's. I'm like, okay. This shit got real.
You just brought that shit into reality. You manifested it, homie.
Wendy's has since sold off Arby's. I think they think it was a mistake. Just like when I eat there. They're not sponsored, are they?
I wonder what it is, because my number 1 wasn't the Mexican pizza, but the number 3 was the Mexican pizza. The number 1 on my list was the spicy tostada.
Oh, the spicy tostada. It was like a Mexican pizza, though. It was on the shell, right? The hard shell.
It's a tostada. Yeah, it's on. Yeah. There's different shells that they use for the Mexican pizza. The ones in Mexican pizza are way more crispy, right? I think they're flour, and this one is corn, right, for the tostada. But it was just beans and sauce and cheese and lettuce and tomatoes. But it had that chipotle sauce on it too.
I love that chipotle sauce and everything.
I do too. I buy this. Am I trying to review? Oh, Dylan. Dylan's sending me private messages while I'm live on the channel. And so Dylan, I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, My Bloody Valentine would be a great one to do for Valentine's Day, wouldn't it? Great movie review, the original. No, you guys don't think so?
No, I'm not with it.
I watched the remake and was disappointed, but I've never seen the original.
Yeah,
well, the original's got a really nice steel book Blu-ray coming out from Scream Factory.
Wasn't Tarantino like a big fan of the original?
Yeah, I think so.
I read somewhere that was one of his favorite horror films. I've never seen the original, so I'll give it a chance.
And it's early 80s, so it's before the MMPA or whatever the fuck really started interfering too much, right?
Yeah. I have seen those movies you mentioned earlier, though. I saw Silent Night, Deadly Night, and I've seen what was the other one you were talking about?
Is it Slumber Party Massacre?
Yeah, I've seen those. The guy with the drill.
Yeah, okay. It's got a guy with the drill. Is it good?
Here's the problem: is that some of them, I'm like, oh, that's a cool kill with a drill. But some of them you're like, oh, were they just waiting around to be drilled in the head? I mean, he's just lugging around a big drill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's okay.
I mean, that happens. Look at the first Friday 13th. How long does that chick just be like, ah?
Yeah. So
they just let it happen.
I mean,
Jason is killing me.
Yeah.
He's
They're
killing me.
I love that
Pluto.
part 4.
So I saw him on Pluto, which I highly recommend people get Pluto TV since it's free and there's a horror channel. It's got a lot of good stuff and it's not edited.
Oh, nice. Really? Everybody kept talking about Tubi for a while there. And I downloaded it and looked through it. And they, like, at least in October, they had a really good horror lineup. But I was busy with everything that I was consuming. All those. I'm glad it was a great year for that Friday the 13th box set to come out, though.
Oh, yeah. And it's such a nice box set, man. I'm really happy I got it because you said you were getting it. And I was hesitant because I'm like, look, I have the Paramount films and I've seen them all 1,000 times. I was really hesitant. But the 3D movie pushed me over the edge, and you were getting it, so I was excited to get it too. And I'm happy I got it. The box set is really nice, and I got a shipping notice from Shout Factory. Did you get a shipping notice?
Yeah, I got one today.
Disc?
Yeah.
So
I got
again,
everything now.
Yeah, I don't understand which ones were damaged or whatnot, but I'm happy that they're rectifying it and taking action, and not just because there are some studios, we won't name names, but some studios have half-assed disc and then won't own up to it. I won't name names. It was the people that made the standalone complex Ghost in the Shell Blu-rays. But we're not naming names. Dude, those Blu-rays jump between like English and Japanese like halfway through, like the dub, and the subtitles are fucked. It's totally, the whole thing is a big mess.
I'm sorry, man. It seems like that's a sore subject, but you brought it up.
Well, they need to own up. Shout Factory did that. You know what I'm saying? If you mess something up, just own up to it and fix it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they did. They're sending so it's Friday 13th 3D because apparently some of the opening credits weren't in 3D, but I didn't notice.
Yeah, I didn't notice either.
And then there's apparently no audio in the sleeping bag scene in, is it Jason X?
Yeah.
Right? And I watched Jason X and I heard it, but it seemed low, right? So maybe that was the issue. And then apparently there's a uncut scene in Jason Goes to Hell that was not on the movie. And I don't even know what that would be. So I don't know.
I give them props, man. I think
classic Jason Goes to Hell. How dare they?
So we're getting those 3 ones. I think it's great that they did that. Like all we had to do was go there, prove that we bought it, and now we're getting the replacement discs.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
I think they're a great company. They've released, not only they do a good job with the releases, but they've released some stuff that other people wouldn't release. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love Shout Factory, and I guess Scream Factory, right? As you said, the division that does the horror stuff for them. So I give them props, man, because I've definitely bought some stuff in the past stuff that I didn't think would be on Blu-ray. I'm like, this is on Blu-ray? I'm like, oh.
And they treat it all with so much respect. Like even something like fucking Silent Night, Deadly Night, new HD transfer from the original camera negative, so they always do new transfers and all that kind of stuff. They always add in new documentaries and commentaries. And like when they do something like they usually will carry over previous features from other releases,
Yeah, they don't drop stuff. They definitely go out of their ways. I was surprised though, because New Line owns the Friday the 13th franchise now. Before it was Paramount, and they had some sort of falling out because they had that previous box set, remember?
Yeah.
And the one in the steel book that apparently everybody said they got their discs scratched. Read about it, because a lot of people had damaged discs because they weren't individually sleeved.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see that them release another set. And obviously they took a little more care, not only the packaging, but to go through and fix some things and add some things, fix the 3D for the modern. And nobody else is going to do that. So major props to Shout Factory. They're awesome.
Well, yeah. And the Friday 13th thing, if you're a fan, this box set is definitely worth it, because just for the fact that this is the first time they're releasing the 3D version, like in like real 3D, like not the red and blue stuff. Right. So I think that's really significant. Most people are really pumped for that. And it was the 3D was good on it. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
We need to get them to talk to New Line, because they've obviously worked with New Line for the Friday the 13th newer films, and get them to re-release the Freddy's movies. We need Freddy's Dead in 3D.
Yes.
You know, there's some stuff cut from those films we didn't. In the box set, the Freddy box set was not expensive, but it definitely felt very bare bones.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see a really nice Freddy set. I think Freddy is deserving of that.
Don't you think that that's probably what they're going after next? You know, they did Halloween, they did Friday. Now they're probably going to want to do that.
It would be nice. Yeah, the Halloween set, the full set. You know,
oh, man, I wish I
set.
would have got that. That thing's so damn expensive now.
Yeah, it is. So, but what are you going to do if you had that set? Would you just take the Rob Zombie ones and throw them in the trash to make room for the new ones? That's what I would do. That's what I'm going to do with my set that I have.
That's funny. I got the Scream Factory set, but it's not that one where they're elaborate and they all are in their own case, you know?
Yeah.
I got the
I think I have the one that you guys got me.
Yeah, that's the same one that I have.
And it's a great set. It really is a great. I'm happy to have it because I couldn't find the other set, and I was happy with that set. I'm a big Halloween fan, and I love most of those movies. I don't love them all, but I do love 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and H2O.
I love their box sets, man. So I got the Friday one, and then I noticed that, you know, they had done The Fly, and they had done Critters and The Omen. I have since gotten The Omen and the Critters one, but I haven't gotten the Fly one yet. But they're beautiful sets, man. Great artwork on the packaging. I think we just lost John. I just thought I was really like enamoring him with my comments.
It's like he was just so absorbed in your words that he just froze.
There he is.
I do want that Fly collection, so I'll definitely pick that up.
Yeah, and it's actually dropped down. You got to watch them. They go up and down. I was watching that Omen set forever, right? It was hovering at like $60 to $70 for a while. And then one day it dropped down to, I think, 30. And Dylan let me know, and I noticed it, and I just jumped on it. Same thing with the Critters one.
The Fly set now is 40.
Yeah. So it dropped down because it was up, but then it started hitting Walmarts. So some people have been finding them at Walmarts for like, I think 40.
I gotta think about it. Because I already have the original Fly on Blu-ray, and I have the Goldblum Fly on Blu-ray.
Well, it would be a great set, though, man.
Yeah, I do want the other ones. I do want, is it Return of the Fly and Curse of the Fly? I'm trying to remember that. Yeah, it is. Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly, which I've seen both. But because they haven't been on Blu-ray at all. I mean, you could get one of them, either Return of Curse. One of them was in that Vincent Price collection. Gotcha. But it was the Vincent Price collection that was out of print. I was like, so I've been trying to get that Vincent Price collection. And at one point in time, I was watching like auctions and stuff to try to get that collection because, well, first off, you can't go wrong with Vincent Price, right? But secondly, I wanted the other movie, which I think he's in Return of the Fly. He is in Return of the Fly. Yeah, this is it. This is a good set. So $40, I think,
that's a pretty solid deal. Pretty solid deal.
I don't know. I wanted the Critters box set, but I'm like, man, am I really going to watch? I love Critters. I just don't think they hold up too well.
Well, we had just revisited the first Critters earlier this year.
Yeah.
And I immediately just found my childhood love and then remembered, a lot of my favorite bits are in part 2. So I'm excited at least to watch 2. I don't know if I've ever seen 4. I know I've seen the first 3. And then there was that apparently a really bad show or whatever, web series or something. And the Omen set really excited me because, you know, I had that one that you had suggested I get a few years ago.
Yeah, we got it for like super cheap. Remember, it wasn't like $10 or something.
$10. It had them all though, except for The Awakening. And so this one actually has The Awakening on it, and I thought that was super.
It looks like a nicer box too, and everything. It doesn't look like a bare bones set.
Oh yeah,
this one looks a lot nicer. You did pick up this nice set,
the Omen one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the artwork with Damien and the crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a big. I just can't I'm not a big Omen fan as you were. So I'm happy with my $10 set, but I definitely want to get the Fly set. I'll debate the Critters set. Critters 1 and Critters 2. Well, Critters 1 and Critters 2, but I don't care about the others in the set. You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about them doing a Nightmare on Elm Street set. That would be dope. But, you know, doing more smaller franchises like they did with Omen and Critters and The Fly, I would love for them to do a Ghoulies box set. Like, that would be so fucking cool. I would love a house.
How many are there? I thought there was just 2.
There's like 4 Ghoulies, man.
Is there really?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that.
I think 2 is my favorite. Is that the one in the fun house? The one in the fun house is my favorite. Let's see.
I haven't seen them in quite a while, and here's how I started them. This is gonna make you laugh, I guess. My parents, we used to go to this video store that was in a gas station, right, and rent VHS because we just got VHS. It was a big fucking deal.
Yeah, there are 4 of them, by the way. There are 4.
Okay, and they used to rent movies, and they're like, "Hey, we got you a movie you like," because they didn't see any new movies. And like, "What'd you get us?" Like that one you like with the kids. They got Ghoulies and Goonies confused.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
And they rented us Ghoulies. So, and I was like 8 years old.
I watched those movies that young. Like, yeah. I fucking, like, I adored, and John probably, and Brooks, I don't think can relate as much to this, probably in other aspects of it. But like, John's probably like me. But when I was a kid, going to the video stores before the Blockbusters, when it was all like these small, like mom and pop places were everywhere, and you go to the horror sections and they would just buy whatever had a cool looking cover because that's how they marketed that shit. Right. And dude, I was always fascinated with that section, and Ghoulies was one I just kept getting from that book.
Yeah, we had a gas station in Morgan City that doubled as a rental place.
Nice.
It's like you pull up and you get gas and you walk in and like rent a movie.
It's such
had like a little convenience store on the side.
It's such a foreign concept today, isn't it? The whole idea of it to like today's generation is like what? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. It's so crazy. I miss it because the thing is, not every movie you want to see is available. Like when we covered Near Dark for Horror Fest, most of the Army couldn't find a copy of Near Dark to watch because it's not streaming anywhere, right?
Yeah, and if there had been rental places around, we would have been able to find it at one of them.
Yeah, but you don't really have those anymore. So, God, that's just it's a magical experience. I mean, I'm also we're missing the movie theater experience, but just going with your friends or with your family and picking a couple movies to watch over the weekend and some popcorn and some snacks, oh man.
I remember getting candy, and I remember getting Jiffy Pop, or we had an air popper. This is before we had a microwave. And I remember renting a movie, and my aunt worked so we used to go to this, it was a gas station or a convenience store with some videos in it. And that was the first time I saw a display, mind doing this, changed my life, for RoboCop. And I'm like, he's half cop, half man. Like, that's the most badass looking dude I've ever seen. But we moved. And when we moved, there was a video store in that town, and my aunt worked at it. And they had a big horror selection. And I remember that section actually had a string of lights, and the lights were little hockey masks. So It was a little Jason, Friday the 13th. Yeah, and they had quite a selection of horror movies. And one of the movies I remember seeing there that stood out to me was Sleepaway Camp. Because all the movies I had seen, like I knew who Jason was, I knew who Freddy was, but Sleepaway Camp really stood out. Because I think one of the promos, or one of them, didn't they have like Jason's mask or whatever on the cover of one of those?
And Freddy's glove, bro.
Yeah, and Freddy's glove.
That is, I was fascinated with that fucking thing too. It was primetime video on fucking Bob Wallace. They had Sleepaway Camp. That's Sleepaway Camp 2.
Yes, I was going to say it's part 2.
And I grabbed that movie, and that was the first one I watched. I hadn't even seen the first one, which I just recently rewatched like a couple weeks ago.
The Sleepaway Camp movies?
I watched the first one. I rewatched the first one. I was like, I wanted to watch a horror movie with no intention on covering it. Just to sit down and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we were also talking the other day about there not being any female leads in these films, or the bad guy's never a female.
The bad guy's not a female in Sleepaway Camp, brother.
Technically, it's not.
Spoilers.
Spoil anything.
But what's interesting about that movie is the idea that the women are portrayed as very aggressive and the men are more docile in the film. It's a weird switch. It's a weird inversion of the typical formula. That's very interesting and obviously very much done. I want to start getting into some of the Larry Cohen stuff. I've never really seen a lot of that stuff. Movies like The Stuff and Q, the Winged Serpent. You guys ever seen any of those? Brooks, probably not. Yeah, okay.
Not familiar.
We got to get Brooks in on a conversation. Let's steer it away from horror.
Horror.
Let's talk about chalupas.
Okay, we were talking about this fucking Taco Bell shit, right? I saw this ad today watching the Cowboys game. It was Taco Bell. They were talking about that toasted chalupa. And
It's good, by the way.
the ad was basically like, this is so good. There's no way Taco Bell would ever remove this from their menu. They wouldn't do that to us. And then and if they did, they'd at least bring it back for a limited time. And I'm like, fuck you. They took so much away from us this year. To put that kind of an ad about a specialty item is bullshit.
Yeah, it's a very meta thing. They know their dicks.
Yeah, they fucked their menu, bro. They really did. Yeah. Taco Bell went from my favorite to who gives it's so basic now. Now it's I guess I want some tacos and a burrito supreme.
My number one right now, and I'm trying to eat at home more, but my number one, a lot of it has to do with location, Cookout. I'm so close to Cookout, and Cookout's delicious.
I've never had Cookout.
They're good. I'm getting their spicy chicken sandwich and their cheddar bites has been my go-to lately.
Nice. Wendy's has been my go-to for a while, and Chick-fil-A's become our go-to again. And we had Chick-fil-A the other day. I always get some nuggets, and I got a bunch of Polynesian sauce. Brought it home because I've been making these nuggets that I buy in the freezer department of my grocer that I put in the air fryer, and they're delicious, and they kind of taste like McDonald's nuggets. So,
yeah, if I save McDonald's sweet and sour sauce, then I can eat nuggets at home. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have that sauce. Did you say you can buy that Chipotle sauce that Taco Bell has?
Well, I don't think you can buy the Taco Bell branded one, but I have it's Ortega. And it's just it's just Chipotle sauce. It's the same thing. It's like a creamy Chipotle sauce is what it is.
Okay. Even the knockoff, I'd be fine
with.
All
it is, it's basically Chipotle seasonings and mayonnaise, bro. That's what it is.
Oh, that's probably why it's so high. It's probably really high calorie.
Yeah, man, it's good, though.
Yeah, it is good.
You don't need too much, though.
Yeah, they put it on the potato soft taco, right? Didn't they?
Yes.
Same stuff.
Another thing they took away because they got rid of the potatoes.
Yeah, that was my go-to on the dollar menu, especially when I was a vegetarian years ago. Dude, I get those. That's all I ate there.
Fable says Wendy's sweet and sour sauce is so good. I really like fucking McDonald's sweet and sour.
Yeah,
sauce.
Theirs is not like anybody else's. They're not like real sweet and sour. You know what I'm saying? It's not like anything you get like at a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant. It's a completely different type of sauce, and I don't understand it.
It's McDonald's sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, but it's delicious. They got their own thing, but it works.
Oh, it is so good. My thing with their nuggets used to be honey when I was a kid. It was always honey in their nuggets because you used to be able to get honey. I don't know if you still can.
Yeah.
But
real exciting stuff, guys.
Brian says, my favorite hot sauce right now is El Yucateca Black Reserve. Haven't tried that one. My favorite.
I've never heard of that.
The one I'm using right now is the new version of the Last Dab made with the Apollo pepper, which is apparently the new hottest pepper over the Reaper now.
Really?
So yeah.
There's a newer pepper. You can't just invent a new pepper.
Yeah, they do. That's what they do.
It's like a crossbreed.
Yeah, they just keep doing it, and they keep going with it. So I got some of that. Yeah, you can buy the Polynesian sauce at Walmart and Target. Mike, I was talking about this the other day. Mike, do you want the link to jump in? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to your Facebook.
It's a hybrid between the Carolina and the Reaper. Carolina Reaper and the Pepper X. Pepper X is a pepper?
Yeah, Pepper X was the next hottest, but it never got confirmed apparently by the Guinness World Records or something. But there's another pepper too called the Dragon something, I think. And yeah, I think there was that one too. But now the Apollo pepper is the one. So it's made with the Apollo pepper. It's hot, but I've been liking it. But
yeah, I looked it up just to find out about it. The first thing that comes up is them selling that shit for the Last Dab stuff. So
yeah, I mean I think this is the first product made with it, because it's brand new. I am doing this Saturday night. We'll be doing a brief live stream. I think 9 Central. We're going to be doing the one chip challenge. So
I feel that's not going to be much for you.
I don't think it will be, bro. To be honest. But I mean, whatever. Strickland plans on being on the stream though, and it will be much for him. I'll tell you that. Yes, McDonald's sweet and sour is amazing. It is. It is. Dragon's breath pepper. That's what it was, says Mike. Wendy's has a nice Tootsie Roll.
What?
You get it. Anyway, but Mike, what you were saying, yeah, they sell the Polynesian sauce and the Chick-fil-A sauce at Walmart and Target now. And I was like, why would you buy that when you just go and get some nuggets and then you ask for extra sauce and you wind up with like all this sauce because they just freely give sauce at Chick-fil-A, apparently.
Some places have gotten really.
McDonald's has gotten like that.
Yeah, really picky about sauce.
Pay for that.
Yeah, I went through there and got nuggets. When I got nuggets, this was back when the what was that? What was that? That sauce everybody was hollering about. They came back for a bit and it left again. McDonald's.
The Szechuan sauce, man.
Oh yeah. So I go through like, can I get some Szechuan sauce? I'm like, actually, can I get some extras and I'll pay for them? And they're like, yeah, they're $quarter a piece. I'm like, yeah, give me 3 extras. I get home. I paid for extra sauce, mind you. There was no extra sauce in the fucking bag. I was a little pissed off. I didn't drive all the way back there. And my nuggets, I should point out, that day, the nuggets were so overcooked. Like they left them in the deep fryer too long. Oh, I'm like, I'm not going back there anytime soon.
I missed that Szechuan sauce. I really liked it.
I did like it. I don't like it more than their sweet and sour. So
I have bought like actual Szechuan sauces or whatever, and they're way different tasting. It's just like the sweet and sour thing.
Yeah, McDonald's has their own thing. And I think that was the thing, that McDonald's has their own take on it. Yeah. It's very sweet, but I liked it. I mean, I do like it. I prefer the sweet and sour, but I think that's their second best sauce. I wish they would keep it year round. It's a good sauce. I think it's better than their barbecue, for example.
Yeah, I haven't tried the barbecue in forever. What was I going to say? We've been talking about fast food, which is great. I mean, I think pop culture, philosophy, you know me, I'm into it. Happy Meal toys and shit. What the fuck? Hey, Perry's in the house. What's up, Perry? How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Blowing trees. The Arch Deluxe.
Oh, man, Arch Deluxe was good.
There were 3 of them, right? There were 3 different ones. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Aren't they bringing back the McRib this year?
Yes.
That's exciting. I haven't had a McRib.
They traditionally bring it back almost every year, as long as pork prices hit a certain low. They're waiting for pork prices to get super low. That's when they bring it back. And it's usually every year. It's not every year, but again, it has to hit a very low, and pork prices usually drop towards the end of the year. So there's no rhyme or reason other than pork prices.
Pork prices. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Because it looks like it's, pork byproduct. It looks like.
I'm right there with Herminio. I think the best burgers in fast food are Wendy's. Like I get the Dave's double. The Dave's double.
But the problem is the Wendy's next to my house, it takes you 45 minutes to get through there, and it takes you 10 minutes to get through Cookout. That's the problem.
I got you.
So I go there, I'm at Wendy's, and I'm like, after like 20 minutes, I always give up and go to Cookout.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, because Wendy's is my favorite fast food. Wendy's, something about those little burgers, man. I like their fries too.
Yeah, I like their fries, but sometimes they oversalt the fuck out of them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I do like Wendy's. Wendy's is my favorite fast food. Again, Cookout's been my favorite just because it's close by. It's closer than Wendy's, only by a hair. And they're fast as opposed to, again, if I got 2 hours to spare, I could just wait in the Wendy's fucking drive-thru.
Perry says, bring back the Chipotle barbecue snack wrap. I remember really liking some of those snack wraps. I used to get out of the bar when we would do karaoke on Wednesday nights. John, I used to go to that McDonald's and get these Caesar snack wraps. I don't even know if they still fucking have them. I haven't been to McDonald's in forever. But there's things I remember. I used to get the McLean Deluxe as a kid, and then they had the thing. It was the Mc DLT or something like that, where it was their whole gimmick was that they separated the hot elements from the cold elements. That was the gimmick. But whatever. Checkers are good. There's not a convenient Checkers near me.
Yeah.
But Checkers is good.
There used to be one right
there used to
close
be
to where the old Cinema 8 was.
Yes, you're right. Where there used to be a Taco Bell there too.
Yeah.
What's there now? The Cinema 8's not there.
I don't
I think that's a Mike merchandise now, isn't it?
Yeah. Mike's merchandise was the last thing over there.
Huh.
Harry says they closed the Five Guys near me. RIP those French fries. I don't really like their French fries. They get soaked in that grease, so they're all drenchy, sloppy. I
think people really like that seasoning.
It's just Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can put that in any fries. But really, that's it. I think that's what's so special about those fries. That's
why I used to like going to Denny's sometimes over IHOP, because I'd be like, but they got them seasoned fries at Denny's. You can get that shit. It's good. It's great. Checkers has great fries, man. I think Checkers has got some of the best.
I think after this, I'm going to go to IHOP and get a steak.
Jelani was the one that would go to Waffle House and get steaks and IHOP and get steaks.
I remember you telling me that story. Like somebody at the shop, you said they were like,
was like,
I really want a good steak. I'm going to IHOP. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no shit. And then like we were like drunk as hell, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, going to Waffle House or IHOP. And Jelani's like, I want the steak and eggs. We're like, you're getting steak here?
Yeah,
he likes the steak. And then he would be like medium rare. I'd be like, bruh, bad move.
This is how you die.
Perry says, Robbie Bueller's coming to Florida. I'm going to try to rent our AMC to watch Roadhouse on the big screen. Dude, I know he's going to be there in like just a couple weeks, right? For that con. If you guys rent it out, let me know. Maybe me and John and Brooks can hop in a car and head down there for a day and watch Roadhouse with you and pop back. Wouldn't that be wild?
Like McDonald give any warning, just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
Guys, you ready to watch Roadhouse?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's become men again. I have never had an In-N-Out burger. Aren't we getting one near us now? Or no, we're getting a Whataburger, right?
Yeah, I had Whataburger. I like them.
There's one in Birmingham, but I've never had it.
Yeah, that's the one I went to. There's 2 in Birmingham, I think. Birmingham-ish. But I like Whataburger. I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's the best burger around. You know, so I like it, but I mean, I would go if it was in town, but I wouldn't make the trip back down again. It wasn't. I was going through, so I'm like, I'll stop here and try it, and I liked it. But again, I don't know. I wouldn't go out of my way. But if they put one in town, what's going to happen is we'll get one in Huntsville, and then it'll be bananas. Like the first couple of weeks, you won't be able to get.
Yep.
You've seen that? What was it? In-N-Out? Whataburger? What's the one that like they put in some place in some other state, and there's like a 24-hour line? You seen this in the news?
No.
Was it In-N-Out? Was it Whataburger?
I don't understand about Mike is in the house. Mike, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
I got to dip
birthday
out
to
for a
you.
second. I got to replace my battery. I'll be right back, y'all.
I think the closest In-N-Out burger for us is in Texas.
Oh, In-N-Out. So there's an In-N-Out. Apparently, they just opened up in Colorado, and there was a line for like 14 hours, and so people got in a fight.
Yeah,
There's a video online, people getting in a pantsless fight. So I guess they were in their car pantsless, waiting in line. 14 hours people waited. Line was 14 hours long. What? I like In-N-Out, but I'm not waiting 14 hours. I wouldn't wait 14 hours for Brooks if he was dying. Sorry, Brooks.
Oh, poor Brooks.
Okay, I would. Okay, I would for Brooks.
That of you.
I would for Brooks.
Yeah,
I'm still mad about you not giving us directions to get out of Atlanta. You're reading that.
My directions for. I don't know.
Were you reading Harry Potter?
Like you guys should have had like GPS or some shit going.
Yeah.
Trying to like ask me like where we go. Fuck if I know.
The problem is my old phone, and I got a good phone now. My old phone, if you use GPS on it, the battery went to like 30 minutes. Like I couldn't run GPS on that without killing my battery. This is years ago. I've got a high-end phone now, so. Shaking it, turning the camera on. Let me turn the camera back off.
I got lost leaving Delaney's house like a few weeks back. So I had to use my phone's GPS to find my way back.
I've gotten pretty good just using my compass on my car. Say what?
I went to visit Jelani, like I actually drove to his house or his apartment or whatever. And on the way, as I was leaving, like I must have made a wrong turn and I got lost. So I didn't know where I was. So I had to get out my phone and use the GPS to find my way back to the parkway.
Oh yeah, he moved. What part of town is he? Is he in the south part of Huntsville or?
No, he's over close to like in Research Park kind of area.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he moved. I used to drive by there every day.
You know where the Target on University is?
Yes.
He's behind there.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of new apartment complex. There's like 5 apartment complexes back there now. So and he's in one.
Oh, I dated a girl that lived in one of those apartment complexes. Maybe not that one, maybe a different one at some point in time. Back when I used to date, I guess. Been a while. Yeah, I drive by his old house. I didn't realize they'd moved. And every time I drive by, I'd flip them off. So who have I been flipping off for, these last 6 months. I bet those people are like, that guy's an asshole. But I just thought it was Delaney. So I feel guilty now.
Uh-oh, that's terrible. I don't know. I mean, did you drive slow enough where they can see you?
Oh, yeah. I rolled out my window. Because I knew Delaney, I'm expecting him to text me someday, be like, did you drive by and flip me off and rev your engine? I'm like, yeah, I did. This is me texting back and forth, by the way. And no go.
I did. Well, I mean, were you in your car or Brandon's car?
My car.
All right.
The Mustang. This is when I used to go back and forth to my other job, but now I work at a different company, so I'm working from home now.
I'm pretty sure they just if they were waiting, they would have waited for you if they were offended. I'll say that much.
So yeah, I think they probably would have. Probably elderly people now to think about it. So I don't know. I apologize if they see this video and somehow connect me to that. I doubt they will. I'm sorry.
Pelt your car with eggs and tomatoes.
Yeah. I thought it was Delaney. So he moved.
Apart.
Did you do Thanksgiving dinner or something today, Mikey?
Yeah, I did it with my parents.
Turkey and all that, mashed potatoes and the whole thing.
Yeah. I thought about making a plate for Robbie, but I didn't know if he was meeting up with his family or not.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, and I left and went to some family's house, and after dinner we went to another family's house in Tennessee, and hung out there for a bit. But we were all masked up there, and that was just a short thing, and shot the shit and talked and played some pool.
Dude, Tennessee's been kind of sketch going up there a few times. But it depends on where you go. The whole anti-mask. There's so much like, oh, you have to wear a mask, and you walk in like a lot of places and nobody's wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of it, and I'm not worried about myself, to be honest with you. But I would hate to catch it and spread it to somebody in my family who's high risk. You know what I'm saying?
That's my like I don't like I'm at a slight risk, but I don't want to give it to my parents or to my sister, who is high risk.
So what's up? I come back, everybody's talking about fucking masks and COVID, and what? Okay. I thought we were talking about fast food. I'm just messing with you. We were talking about fast food. I brought some of my favorite kid meal toys that I had on hand. Anybody remember that little thing?
If you pull it back, does it take off?
Yeah.
You remember the boats you used to get with all the McDonald's
yes,
guys?
I want those boats.
What the hell am I looking at? Is that a chicken nugget?
It's the birdie.
Birdie, bro.
Oh, it is. That's where chicken nuggets come from. Is that Taz? Tiny Toons? Not Taz. What's his name?
Dizzy.
Dizzy Devil.
Dizzy
Devil, yeah. I love these little flip cars.
I like that one's a tomato. What was the other side?
It was a radio dial because he's got like a radio, see? So it's a radio dial.
Oh, I thought it was a tomato slice for some reason.
It's a tomato slice right there because
okay, and the radio dial on the other side. I see.
Because he's on a sandwich, see? See, he's on a sandwich, and I like that gimmick.
Okay.
Fraggle Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Those are good ones. One of John's favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Batman Returns. Back to the Future. Yeah. And let's wrap up with this one.
I have some in my car for you.
Mac Tonight.
Hell yeah, Mac Tonight.
Those are such weird commercials looking back at them.
You got some more Happy Meal toys, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool.
This
one was supposed to spark up. I don't know if it still does. No, doesn't look like it. It used to spark up.
Is there like a piece of flint or something inside that needs to be replaced?
Yeah, something like that, probably. Who knows? Doesn't matter. So what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Mike,
Did you watch Hardcore Henry?
Yeah, I did. Me and Brooks opened the show with it actually, like an hour and 40 minutes ago.
I figured you'd like that movie.
I loved it. I thought it was fun, man. I thought it had some real clever moments. I thought it handled its info dumps well by keeping things really interesting and swervy. I actually liked it. I think it's not going to be for everybody. Some people don't like shaky cam type shit. Maybe that won't be for them, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. Have you seen it, John?
No, I remember the advertisements. I didn't actually watch it, but I remember the advertisements, and they're like, if you like Call of Duty and Counter-Strike, you'll like this movie. I'm like, it feels like you're trying too hard. But I heard good things about it. I just never watched it.
I had a lot of fun with it. I liked it.
Because it's first-person action, right?
Yeah, it's like entirely done from the perspective of the main character.
It looked cool in the trailers, to be honest with you, and I never watched it. It felt like I didn't like the marketing. But I heard the movie was actually good. So maybe I should give it a chance.
No, comment section.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really fun. They're talking about, they've gone beyond fast food now in the chat, and they're talking about sit-down, low-level sit-down restaurants like Chili's and TGI Fridays and
Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays. Do we even have Ruby Tuesdays anymore? Is that one still
There's
South
one next
Parkway?
to my house.
Yeah, there's one at South Parkway.
They got a
Walmart.
They got a badass salad day bar, but these are not salad bar days.
Well, are they going to be around much longer? They filed for bankruptcy, so
Yeah,
they might be
I
on their
heard
way
that.
out.
So, we don't have a Fridays here anymore.
Nope, they're closed.
And they are named after the Rolling Stones song, by the way.
Yeah, I know. And we do still have that one Chili's right next to the Target over
In
there
Jones Valley,
Jones
yeah.
Valley.
Yeah. I ate there one time and I got food poisoning.
That's not a good experience. I used to love going to O'Charlie's because they had this like it was pretzel crusted chicken tenders.
Yeah.
They were
awesome.
good.
Yeah, I remember them too.
They were the first ones to go out.
Yeah,
I
man. There's a
remember
lot
that.
of these
I didn't
restaurants.
have that, but they were good.
Do we even still have a Logan's anymore, or did the Logan's leave?
We still got low.
Logan's have been gone. Unfortunately, I love Logan's.
So wait, do we or do we not? Mike said we do.
There's still Logan's on University.
There is.
There's one over there off of
The airport one closed, right?
Yeah, that was the one I used.
There's one next to Rosie's on University across from that Target. It's still there. That was a couple weeks ago. I don't know.
I never really liked Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't like their wings, but around here, my go-to wing place was always Beauregard's. But over the years, their wings have kind of shrunken down, and they're still decent. But I actually like going to Baumhauer's around town to get wings. I really like those. I don't know if Baumhauer's is definitely not a thing in New York, I bet, because isn't it like owned by a former Alabama quarterback or some shit? Something like that. I don't know.
No idea.
Nobody cares.
You bring up he's bringing up
Yeah,
the footballs again.
That's Baumhauer. Yeah, Baumhauer's is owned by the Alabama player. That's right across the street from us. It's good.
Yeah, their wings are good. I like their wings. And honestly, I like Zaxby's wings fucking like a lot for like what Zaxby's is. I really like Zaxby's.
Mm-hmm.
I just do wings to go.
I had wings to go. It got hyped up and I thought it was okay.
I'll get the whatchamacallit, the Chesapeake seasoning.
I
The
prefer
wings to
making
go.
my own wings though. So
Ooh, Mr. Air Fryer.
no, honestly, I mean, I'm just saying the air fryer makes it really easy too. But
That sounds like a lot of work.
and I get the Frank's Red Hot Buffalo sauce, and then I mix it with Last Dab, and that's what I use for my sauce for the most part. But there's some decent wings in all different kinds of places. I like trying different kinds of wings. We have a BJ's Brew House around here, don't we?
Man, the best
I've
wings I
never
ever had. I've heard it's mixed reviews. Shifty's wings in Syracuse is probably some of the best wings I've ever had. So anybody in New York that wants to make it, New York City, Manhattan area that wants to make a 3-hour drive to Syracuse, I recommend that. I would if I lived there.
Does Decatur still have that place that makes that greasy ass burger?
CF Pins, maybe. That building was having some issues. So I think they're relocated to a new location.
I still never had that.
Which one?
There's this like restaurant in Decatur. Is it like called Pins? Is that what you said?
Yeah, pins.
And they got this like famous. It's a burger that's like it's like a grease burger. It's like intentionally like cooked in grease. It's like an old school diner type technique, right? And people say that it's not necessarily good, but they always say it's like a.
They're really selling it.
They say it's like a classic taste. I don't know, man. That's all I know about it. I just know that it's not actually supposed to be that good.
It's a deep fried burger, is what it is.
We'll try it.
Is it that place that they've been using the same grease for 30 years or something? Is it that place?
I mean, have you been to Big Spring Cafe?
Yeah, I love Big Spring Cafe, but it gives me the shit sometimes.
It's the same thing. It's Pins. It's just it's just you got to drive to Decatur to get it. That's all.
Oh, you can get Big Spring Cafe is cool because it's actually very cheap, and so you can get it delivered, and it doesn't seem very expensive because it's so cheap. Their chili dogs are so good, but they are not probably good for my intestinal tract. Just gonna say that.
I don't mind driving up there and ordering in, but that parking lot is always full.
Yeah, they're in that way bigger building now. Anyway, Talking about local restaurants, probably dull for most people, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the closest In-N-Out burger to us is in Texas.
Yeah, that seems kind of far to go for In-N-Out burger, right?
Are they from Texas, or am I thinking of?
They're from California.
Are they the ones that have like the animal style fries?
Yeah, that's In-N-Out.
That's In-N-Out.
Isn't it just like Thousand Island dressing or some shit?
Yes and no, but yes.
Yeah. I want to try Big Kahuna Burger personally.
A Big Kahuna Burger.
Slug Burger. Huntsville used to have Slug Burger. I don't know what Slug Burger is.
They have Slug Burger in, I think they still have it in Decatur.
There used to be this place that was on Bob Wallace, like Bob Wallace and Triana. And like the logo was some dude in like a fedora. And I don't even remember what it was called, but I remember that from being a kid. Going there a lot. It was a burger place. Slug Burger. Look at that. Originally Weeks Burger. Huh. Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi. Interesting. Never had a Slug Burger.
Well, they said Penn's has Slug Burgers. So that's Penn's, apparently.
Oh, really? I mean, it just looks like a burger, man. You know? It looks like my kind of burger, though, like mustard, pickles, and onions. That's like a classic cheeseburger type thing, you know?
Yeah. I guess the biggest thing is they use a Slug Burger with differences. Differentiates the Slug Burger from regular burgers. They put a lot of stuff in it, almost like a meatloaf. They add stuff to it to make the meat go further.
That's right. I get what you're saying now.
So Penn's offers that, apparently.
Gotcha.
But some people don't like that because they don't like, that taste because you got a couple different things in there. Genuine slugs. I don't think that's how they...
Yeah, like a meatloaf thing, Eric. Hell yeah, I get it now. I remember reading that about the Penn's, the burger there. I remember that now.
I knew they offered it in Decatur. I didn't put two and two together that Penn's and the Slug Burger were the same thing.
The same thing. What is real? There is no spoon.
There's spoons. I got them in the drawer over here. I got spoons. I got forks, knives.
You're right.
No, I don't have any spoons. They're in the dishwasher.
Brooks, what do you want to talk about, man?
Well, we talked about fast food.
Are you doing any Black Friday shopping, Brooks, for yourself?
I never do Black Friday, man.
Not online? You're not going to buy any Blu-ray deals or anything that are on sale?
No, I don't do the Black Friday thing.
But you're not. If something was on sale today, and say it was for a Black Friday sale that started today, you don't plan to buy anything or look for sales?
I don't pay attention.
I'm a sucker for it.
Black Friday is not my jam, man. I'm willing to pay a little bit more for something just for not having to, have to wade through a bunch of fucking folks to get to something.
I'm just saying everything's online now. You don't have to go out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but I'm not like, that's a slippery slope, man.
it is true.
Like,
I wouldn't even, with COVID, I wouldn't
gotta
suggest
buy a
going
bunch
out and
of
camping
shit.
out anywhere.
Do people even camp out anymore? Is that still a thing?
Yeah. The new video cards came out from AMD last
PS5,
week, and people camped out at Micro Center.
Xbox One, Xbox Series X, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
are coming out.
People camped out for that. People camped out for the PlayStation 5.
I know a lot of places this year are doing things like Walmart and Target, and they're doing more extended out Black Fridays where they're spreading out the deals over the month, and it's like a buy online, go pick up in the parking lot type thing. And,
Yeah, Walmart's doing that online. So if you want the PS5 or the Xbox, you have to put it in your cart at midnight. You have to buy it at midnight from yours, and there's only like 12 per store. So it's
I like the Amazon deals, but I usually just look at the Blu-ray stuff. I just picked up the Back to the Future Complete Adventure set for like $20 from like one of their Black Friday deals. So that's pretty much going to be my shopping for Black Friday.
Yeah. I don't see anything I need to have. I'm trying to buy less crap.
I just like
I've been buying too many toys, man.
I like getting good SD cards, super cheap, and flash drives for like 64 GB flash drive for.
There are people that,
$5.
if you plan for it, if you actually have the wherewithal to plan for it, like a lot of people do, and be like, oh, I need this electronic equipment. Like it's always good to, like, if you want to buy a new TV or if you want to buy a new laptop or like Mike said, just equipment like, SD cards or lenses or whatnot, like wait till Black Friday and save up and get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good thing to do. But I never do that. I never think about it. I'm that guy that does my Christmas shopping on Amazon, like when they're like, this is the last day to get your stuff guaranteed by Christmas. I'm like, shit. And so I just get in, that's what I usually do. So, but anyway, you never got back to me, John, about that TV, man. You going to give me that TV? Is that what you were saying?
I don't know. I leaned in and looked at that. His picture didn't. Yeah, I want to get a 4K TV. So I was saying,
how much is that terabyte?
Go.
I mean, I guess that's good for a photographer, though, right, Mike? I wouldn't need that. I got like 32 megs, and like I never fill that shit up because I just
unfortunately SD cards, micro SD cards, they get cheaper per gigabyte till you hit like a threshold, and then they get crazy expensive.
Well, 64 GBs are like $30 right now for a professional. So I don't know the detail on that, but I wouldn't have to. I can get probably like 10 shows on there, so that would be nice.
Yeah,
but it would suck if I lost it because then you'd lose everything. So
I got a 64 gig in my Switch and I got a 64 gig in my phone because those seem to be the best bang for the bucks when I bought them.
Well, that would be also
yeah.
I'm something like what Mike was showing, the terabyte one. That would be something really cool. Like if you have like an emulator, and you like have a lot of games for a lot of different systems, you could put them all on one thing.
Well, like that right there. There's the micros.
See, that 512 was a way better deal.
Yeah.
You could buy two 512s for less than the terabyte. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense after a certain size. It doesn't financially.
Yeah,
Jesus.
get a PS5 instead, bro.
Well, the micros, because their adapter don't read as fast as straight up SD card on cameras.
Yeah.
On my phone, yes. So
who here is planning on joining us for the Festivus stream this year? Wednesday night, December 23rd. I know Brooks will be there, right?
Yeah.
John, you gonna join us for Festivus this year?
I don't know. Maybe.
What about you, Mike?
I don't know what's going on. I'll find out more Sunday when.
Everybody, keep your eyes out for a nice aluminum pole. I'm looking for one.
What?
I'm looking to pay no money for it.
Aluminum pole?
Like
four aluminum poles are just laying by the side of the road.
Literally, yes. Sometimes. So if you ever see one, just let me know. 4 to 5 feet long, ideally. Aluminum pole.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find one.
I think I saw one outside of the Deep. It looked like someone ran through the fence of that construction site. And I was like, I wonder if I should just...
I saw that. I was like, how
At
the
least
hell
they're not
did
running
that
through your
happen?
comic shop.
Yeah, right? No shit. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that was me.
I remember like my brother-in-law showed me the video of that because he was like one of the cops that like was on the scene of that. And he showed me the fucking camera footage of inside the shop with the car just plowing through there, and like you were like putting books on you're like sorting books on a table.
No, he's carrying D&D books.
Yeah, I'm carrying D&D books to put on the shelf that is at the window where the car fucking came in. I'm literally walking. I'm probably like, 15, 20 feet away from it, walking in that direction when the fucking SUV plows through the fucking shop.
I remember those
so scary
books being discounted afterwards because they were all...
And we had a crash and dent sale. It was like huge. We had a line.
Books were in shabby shape and they were discounted.
We had a line going out everywhere because it ruined tons of books, and it was mostly game shit, miniatures. Yeah, this is it. If you've never seen it, this is the shop I work at. That's me. Right there.
You didn't drop the books. I give you props for holding on to those books.
People were writing articles sharing the video talking about comic book hero saves his comics while a car crashes through, but I'm literally just trying to stock D&D books, and I work there. But that's it, man. We got a lot of footage of it because we got a lot of cameras.
Didn't somebody put that online but didn't monetize it, so they got nothing on?
No,
it's monetized a little bit, I think.
Okay,
not a lot. Look at that, y'all. I was walking to that shelf. That's crazy. Jesus, nobody got hurt. Nobody died. Isn't that crazy?
Like considering like what happened, like I expected your response was like not what I expected. It's like you saw it go by and then you just kind of walk off camera.
You're in shock,
like
bro.
I expected you to be like freaking out, you know.
You're in shock, man. You're just walking.
The thing is if you watch Key, like Key does nothing.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there.
Like, I mean, it happens so quick. It's so random, something unexpected. All I remember is it literally looked like a wave of water, but it was glass. And it was just like, what? And then the car came through and it was just shock. And then it was like action. Then all these people ran inside because the dude started swerving out on the parkway, and he like went across 2 parking lots to get to the fucking shop through that fucking window. But still, goddamn, it was a crazy day. It was crazy.
A little bit. You can be honest with us.
No, but it was like I really did like. It was a surreal day, but it didn't quite hit me until we saw the video footage, and then it started kind of sinking in. But I remember for like a few days, if not weeks, like I was like thinking really hard about life and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Yeah, you were.
It changed me.
You definitely were. I'd say at least a month after you were still kind of on edge.
I didn't like talking about it, and everybody wanted to talk about it, and everybody made the stupid joke about. I heard you were putting in a drive-through, and everybody did that. And I honestly didn't want to talk about it because it was like one of the scariest fucking things that's ever happened to me, man. It was crazy. I almost died, and I almost died before that too. You know, it was a crazy 1-2 punch of near-death experiences in like a year.
Still here. How many more lives you got?
I'm still
Robbie
standing. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
2 of them. You
yeah.
got 7 more.
Yeah, I love it. I'm trying not to be too obnoxious on my social media, but I'm following that Every Batman Frame in Order Facebook page, and I just want to share every fucking thing, man. They're the best. Dude, do you follow that page yet, John?
I don't, but I see when you're sharing them.
When they finish Batman Returns, they're actually going to go into the animated series. Oh, whatever.
I like the animated series, clearly, but I don't like it as much as I like those 2 films.
You don't like the animated series as much as Batman and Batman Returns?
Correct. Although I like the animated series a lot. It's probably one of my favorite animated. There's no
Herminio.
There's no Keaton.
Yeah, Herminio, that was me in the Auburn hoodie walking with the books. D&D books. That was me.
Do you remember which D&D books they were?
No, I don't get what the fuck. I don't know. Player's Handbook, probably. Dungeon Master's Guide. I don't fucking know.
12-sided die. Jack City Pride.
I think
Nightcrawler 2. Waiting there for me.
I think my disdain for Dungeons and Dragons lends itself for. There's a lot of noise in somebody's background. Hold on. It's not John. It's not Brooks. There's a lot of noise in Mike's background.
All right.
It sounds like somebody's vacuuming. Is somebody vacuuming?
No.
Mike's just got a vacuum running next to him for no fucking reason. It's like he was vacuuming and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on.
I'm going to take a quick break to get a heartburn pill because I got some indigestion here from all that food.
You ate too much fucking pie, man. Now, Brooks, remember when it was just me and you on the stream? Wasn't that a good time?
Yeah, it was like, it got like, at least having like John and Mike there gives me some time so I can like, drift off, which I want to do during these things. Like when it was just us, I'm like, God damn, like if I drift off, I'm gonna like ruin the whole fucking thing.
You're gonna ruin the
I
bit,
just don't
man.
like freeze up and Robbie's gonna be like,
Dude, where you at? You all right, man? I'm sorry, bro. What were we talking about? If that would have happened, I had these wizards. I do want to show this off. I'm getting the next
plan.
I'm getting the final batch of PCP mystery boxes for the year ready right now. And so I'm doing these sketches of Tapeworm Boy. So I do want to show the latest Tapeworm Boy sketch that some lucky PCPer is going to be getting in their mystery box. It's very interesting. Obviously, this is not taking place on Jupiter, but rather Earth. I would presume, right? Or maybe it's on a moon of Jupiter. Maybe it's Io, right?
Maybe
I should actually put some eruptions on those mountains, right?
Maybe
That makes more sense. I just like the idea of Tapeworm Boy gets even with the joking jackals of Jupiter.
I stumbled across that drawing you did of Mike Axe back in the day.
Oh my goodness.
The one that says we hate him. Guess what? We hate him on Wednesdays.
Guess what? We hate him on Wednesdays.
Hey, how does this sound? Does it sound better?
Yeah, man. What'd you get? Like a fucking fan going or something?
I have my ceiling fan going. I just turned it down.
It's a loud ass ceiling fan, bro. You need to get that looked into.
Dude, thing's like 30 years old. So I'm surprised it still works.
It's pretty old for a fan.
It is pretty old for a fan. All right, I feel the vibe just got killed again, Brooks. Like we were going good, and everything was fine.
Yeah, and then like all came crashing down.
It all came crashing down on me.
Oh, and to the guys on the stream,
John's
I'm getting Cyberpunk. I'm getting Cyberpunk as well. They're talking about Cyberpunk.
No, you're not. That book, that shit ain't coming out.
2077. It's coming out in December.
They're gonna be like, oh, never mind. We changed.
It's coming out in 2077. It's like the fucking release date is in the name, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good joke.
But I'm getting it for the PC.
On the PC.
The PC computer.
All right, Dead Air again, presented by PCP. How's everybody doing on this Thanksgiving night? I guess it's over for some of the East Coasters. It's now Black Friday. I never did the Black Friday shit, like going out to the places. That never. I'm not in that. I have had to work Black Fridays, and I fucking hated it. So
I've had to do too, and it does.
How was movie stop on Black Friday?
Oh, it fucking sucked, bro.
Yeah, but
it fucking sucked. It was the worst goddamn day. And it would literally take you 2 hours at the end of the night. If you were the closing manager, I was always trying to be the closing manager or the in-between, because if you open, you had to be there at like 2 or 3 a.m., right? And if you closed, you had to take like an hour and a half, 2 hours to count all the fucking money and do all the deposit shit. But it's a worst day. But coming in as the mid-manager, which I usually did, so I would get in around like 9. The sales had already been going. Everything had been picked through, but it was still incredibly busy. And I don't know, man. It was the worst. It was the worst. And I know a lot of people love a certain event that's ingrained into the comic book community, but in the comic book industry, the equivalent of Black Friday is like a free comic book day type situation. And I typically, historically, don't look forward to free comic book days either. It's just a massive overwhelming of people, too much to handle.
Free
All
comic book day still
like,
holiday for me. It's like, oh yeah, free comic book days
I know.
come up. Hell yeah.
It's way different for me. I'm just like, oh my God, I got to get so many people here. We got to get a plan. Where are we going to put them? All these people are going to be here.
I love the last minuteness of everything too.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
I worked at the mall. I worked at the mall for a lot of Black Fridays, and that it was never the only problem I had with that was finding a place to park.
Yeah, no shit. I would go in like at 9 a.m. at Movie Stop, and I would have to park like on the opposite end of like where the Spirit Halloween would usually set up, and then walk to where the Movie Stop was. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, Jesus, be ridiculous.
Oh, man. No, when I worked at Bath and Body Works in the Bombay company, like where Stars and Stripes is, like I have to park over there and then walk to center court, and it was ridiculous. Especially at the end of the night, like I'd get a break and be like, okay, I'm gonna go move my car. And they're like, move your car. I'm like, yeah, the only parking space I could find was across the street. I had to park at Best Buy one year and walk across the
At least they're not busy on Black Friday.
Yeah, right.
Well, they're they're 2 o'clock. They're like the 6 to 10. They're busy as shit. But like in the afternoon, they're slow. They're dead. So
yeah, I wonder how people are camping out, because I think some places are still doing deals, but I think with COVID and everything, I think it's just a bad idea.
I drove by Target yesterday, and they had all their line, like, oh, here's where you stand in line, and you got to be this. They had everybody's space to park. Or they're setting up spaces.
I go to the grocery store every week, and I get people just all up fucking on me, man. I'm so fucking tired of it. I've decided I'm only going at night anymore, man. Like, people are all not even being in a pandemic, I don't fucking like that shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got to reach over me to get some goddamn ice cream, homie. Just give me a second. I'm trying to make sure I get the right one, not the fucking dairy free. Okay? Jesus.
I've started to openly just cuss people. Like when I went the other day.
Dude, you can't do that though, man.
Yeah, you can.
That just fuels that behavior. Like, well, fuck you then. I'm even gonna more will not wear my mask.
No, I've started. So like there was these two people, and one was wearing a mask and one wasn't, and I had to, and they just walked right by me, and I had to walk through one of their breathing trails, and I just looked down and was like, God damn it, you dumb motherfucker. And the guy's like, what? And I'm like, I'm talking to her. And it's just like what do you mean?
You can't live your life like that, Mike. You're not a bouncer anymore, man. You're not Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Well, I was going to say, she was wearing the mask, and so I yelled at her.
You got to be nice until it's time not to be, okay? But
yeah, you're not going to get anything from Santa, Mike.
Yeah, right, dude. He's going to scratch you off your list.
Yeah, or you're going to get coal or a bag of dicks. I don't know when you get to people that don't behave.
I'd rather get cold than COVID. So, I don't know. It's not that hard. So
have you guys written to Santa yet? What you want for Christmas? Mike wants a new SD card.
I just wrote to Santa. I was like, "Dear Santa, please don't get Brooks anything."
Brooks just wants a case of Rolling Rock.
A whole case?
Like, you know that case I got last time? I probably drank like one beer out of it since I brought it home with me.
Dang.
What an alcoholic. We got to have an intervention for Brooks.
Y'all remember when Rolling Rock moved? They moved from Pennsylvania to St. Louis?
I don't remember that, but I remember drinking Rolling Rock a lot.
They when they got bought out by Budweiser, they moved, and a lot of people have noticed the change. They don't use this. They used to use that creek in Pennsylvania, and now they just use that whatever water they use in St. Louis. And some people
I heard it was toilet water.
Some people could taste the difference.
David fucking Hatch says, I asked Santa to make every day free comic book day. Fuck you too, David.
I
Happy
don't think he's
Thanksgiving.
trying to
though.
screw you over. I think he was
No, I
trying to
get
get
it.
comics.
I know. Hey, and every free comic book day, guess what we hear the most?
Are these free?
I thought it was free comic book day. I'll have the most expensive one on the wall.
I'll take that signed copy of Spawn. That's worth $32, sir. We can.
Dude, we should be getting our Spawn action figures in soon, Mike.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got
I
out.
wonder what they're
going
gonna. I wonder what they're gonna be selling for on eBay when they drop.
I know they had. Did you watch the updated video? The last one he sent out.
No, man, I've been getting so many goddamn Kickstarter notifications now. I just fucking ignore them. I've been a terrible emailer. I keep missing all these reviews. I had the people that did fucking you remember that horror documentary I'm always talking about the 80s? John, did you watch it?
In Search of Darkness.
Search of Darkness. Did you watch that, John?
I didn't. You told me about it, but I didn't.
You got to watch it.
Ignore pretty much everything you tell me.
They did a part 2, and we were actually contacted through Facebook on PCP's Facebook page by them to do an interview or some kind of coverage, and missed it because we get so many. You know, John, you know how it goes.
Yeah, I know.
That'd been cool because I could have gotten an early copy, because now people that actually, if they did it like a crowdfunder, so like people that crowdfunded it are getting a physical copy, but right now they have the digital copy, and so only they have it. Like Dylan has it, and I'm just like, God damn. But yeah, I missed it. The producers got in touch with us, wanted to be on the show. Like me and Dylan could have rocked the hell out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but fuck it. But you got to watch In Search of Darkness Part 1. It's like 4.5 hours or something, and they've got a Part 2, and they actually got Tom Savini for this one because they did interview him. But dude, you will love it, John. You will fucking love it. You will start buying more horror Blu-rays though for the next few months if you're anything like me. After watching it, you will.
I'm not buying Silent Night, Deadly Night, or whatever it's called.
Well, you don't have to. You can just borrow my copy, homie.
Okay.
If you ever need to watch it. I got Part 2.
Okay, I'm Pluto. Get Pluto. Everybody get Pluto.
I'm sure Dylan wouldn't mind if you want to join us for the double feature review on his channel for Christmas Horror Fest.
Oh, I got to work that day.
Do you want to do Black Christmas or Gremlins, John?
Gremlins. I love Joe Dante.
Okay. Yeah, your weird stretch of the fucking week, by the way, is in the PCP Army. John, this is something John actually said. I'm paraphrasing, but he actually said this. Joe Dante's the best. That's why he's literally the only director I follow on Facebook.
It's true though, but I corrected myself because I follow Kevin Smith as well.
But it's such a weird thing to say. I love Joe Dante so much. He's the only director I follow on Facebook outside of Kevin Smith.
But somebody had brought up a third Gremlins film, and I said I want Joe Dante to direct.
It
because
has
I'm a
to
big
be
Joe Dante fan.
Dante or bust, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
Did we show Brooks's picture?
Yeah, the screen one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys missed the opening of the show, but yeah, we did it. There it is again. The original.
Yeah.
For those that missed it. And can we put this on a shirt?
Why can't we?
Is that public domain, that image?
No, it is not public domain. I mean, it's public domain because it's so old.
Mike,
are you okay with that, Brooks? Can we put that on a poster or a shirt and sell it at the PCP Army?
Yes.
Yeah. Go for it.
Where's the shirt with the new logo on it, John?
I need a high-res version. Oh, I do need to make a shirt with the logo on it.
I've sent you a high-res version of it.
I need a high-res one of Brooks, that thing that he just put up.
I'll get your email. And it's on my, I've got it. I can send it to you.
Okay.
I can email or Dropbox.
Yeah, I do need one. I need to update the store. They're doing a Black Friday sale. So if you guys are listening or watching, whatever.
Yeah. Link in the description below.
Yeah, there's a Black Friday sale right now on the PCP store. But we're going to have some new shirts before Christmas. I guarantee that. I can't make a lot of guarantees in life. That's one.
Most people don't even realize that we have merch because we don't actually wear a lot of our merch. Because I have 3 PCP shirts, and right now I am ashamed to say I don't fit in them. So that's my problem. But I got to get some more things. I want a PCP hat too.
Well, cool. I don't Teespring.
By the way, they run small.
Small, yeah.
The hats, the shirts, or the
shirts,
the jock straps. Okay.
If you typically wear an XL, get a double X. is what I would recommend.
I think Jelani's the one who wears the most.
Jelani and Strickland, they wear their
So-
shirts. Yeah. I don't fit in mine right now. That's why I don't wear them.
Well, Jelani had a shirt that said PCP, but it was completely unrelated to.
Yeah, it was just in support of the drug.
Yeah.
Now we got some plans because we got to somehow just do a PCP shirt that incorporates station, right? We still want to do the weird stretch shirt, but the new logo would be fantastic. And then the Brooks image, I'd wear that shirt. I would kill to have Brooks wear that shirt on a video.
Let's see. Our shirts are on sale, 35% off our shirts for the next 2 hours.
Wow.
So it's kind of a last minute thing. For the next 2 hours, 35% off our shirts.
Are they going to go on sale after that for Black Friday? We don't know, guys, by the way. This never is it's never us, right? That decides when the sales happen on this.
Yeah, they're on sale. Now they're on sale for the next 23 and a half hours. But I don't know what the sale after the next 2 hours. I think they're supposed to go up. So there's a 35% off. I think they're going to be 25% off after that.
Look at that. Everything is on sale up to 35% off. Look at those PCP designs. And you can get them on T-shirts. My favorite's this one right here, John, by the way. We got to get the new logo. But
we need some with the new logo.
You can also get hoodies. We have hoodies on there, see? Those are nice. I want a hoodie. Do we have masks?
We have masks now.
Yeah, look at that. That's
we
an
need
odd
some.
choice
We need
that
some
they-
with just the plain.
Yeah. Kids shirts, we get all kinds of stuff. Can you get mugs? Probably. Look at these mugs. PCP mugs, y'all. Tank tops. We got your PCP tank tops right here, homie. You want to go play some ball out there in the neighborhood? Be safe. Wear your PCP mask. Wear your PCP tank top. Crew neck tee. That we do not have crew neck sweatshirts. Sorry. We do have baseball shirts though.
You don't have
I've seen
PCP
these.
polo shirts yet?
Those baseball shirts look really sharp, I think. Look at that. I look at that one. Look at that shirt. That's striking. Do you guys see that?
Yeah, I think that the black looks really good.
Yeah. $20 right now, limited time. For the
That's
next
a good deal. That's
two
we're
and a half
practically giving them
hours.
away, folks. We're practically giving them away.
By the way, we make no money off of that, basically. We got to get a better deal, John.
Yeah, we do. Our overhead's very high.
I got to holler at Jim, see what he does. They use a print on demand. What do they use? We use Teespring or TeePublic?
We use T-Public.
I think he uses Teespring. I'm not sure though.
Before that, we just had Brooks in his garage with a marker writing PCP on stuff. Again, that was before he was part of the show.
Yeah. I want a PCP headband. Dude, do you know how many of us would actually rock a PCP headband?
Do they have headbands?
They didn't, but we can find somewhere. And we can also just get our own shirts.
We could do like
made.
a run. Yeah, we should. If we're going to do that, we have to do a run of something. Headbands we could do because I think they're pretty universal in size.
Yeah, we give one to every
wouldn't fit
mystery
Mike,
box.
Something like that. Like the problem with doing a run of shirts is it's hard to decide on the size. You know what I'm saying?
But it'd be cool if we had shirts that we did a run on that were basically limited edition.
Yeah,
Right?
we need a
Like
station shirt.
We need a station shirt for like a short run, and then people can be like, it'd be legendary. People could be like, they'd be like, yo, I've got the original station shirt.
We could do.
for sure, we could just make a shirt that says station with the PCP logo somewhere on it, right?
Yeah. Or a key.
I gotta have somebody doing the thing.
One of us.
Yeah.
We commission an artist to draw a cartoon of one of us doing the fucking station.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Who wants to do a commission for free?
Christmas is coming up. Now's the time to get your kids' hoodies. $30 for a child's hoodie that says "Pop Culture Philosopher."
Or you can get one that just says PCP.
Yes, get that for your child when he goes back to school.
We do have options though with the PCP Bullet logo, the one ripping off the DC Comics logo of mine and John's childhood. That's one of our favorite designs. But we do have a version that actually says Pop Culture Philosophers, so that people just are not confused by you wearing a shirt that says PCP. We also now have to get a shirt, actually, now I think about it, saying something about PCP Army. Like, I joined the PCP Army and I got this shirt. And I still had to pay for the shirt. Or something like that. Wouldn't be stupid. Or maybe it should just say PCP Army. I don't fucking know. Get like a military font, like the MASH font, PCP Army. That's simple. That's simple, John, right?
Yeah, we'll definitely have a couple more before the holidays, before the next holiday.
Has anybody got any suggestions? I know Life Grip says he wants I want singing his name as Hellboy shirt. I don't know if we can put the word Hellboy on a shirt.
Ooh, lunchbox is somebody suggested.
A weird stretch headband. Hell yes.
Do something like that for the PCP Army. Use that logo.
Like the G.I. Joe logo, but it says PCP Army.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
John, are you writing this down? Or are you just going to remember to...
Oh, it's up here.
Well, at least it's here on YouTube.
Yeah, because I'll forget it.
Well, we do have PCP stickers too, Gun, by the way. Pew, pew. PCP stickers are on there, some of the designs. Mike just got a couple of them.
There's only a couple, but we do have stickers.
I got one for the wall. Did you see it?
I did see it. Thank you for that, Station. Everybody, it's been a minute. Station.
I think the best looking one is probably the one with the star, the one that you got the shirt of.
This will be our best selling shirt. This is one we have to do a run on. I don't think we need to put this one up on like Teespring or whatever the hell, or TeePublic. I think we need to make a run of that one. There's a lot of colors in that too. How much will that cost?
Well, I mean, you can always do a black and white version of it.
Did we really get the essence of Brooks though in black and white?
No.
Maybe.
PCP Master.
Universal Brooks.
I always knew that Brooks would wind up on a shirt before me. Always fucking knew it.
Well, I mean, it is Brooks.
It was destiny.
Brooks, would you wear a shirt with you on it?
Yeah.
Because I'm the dude that would wear a shirt with me on it too.
Well, you may find a good image of you that I've done.
Nobody's gonna buy a T-shirt with my face on it, man. It's the Brooks thing. Like Brooks, people will buy that shirt. Brooks is the fucking mascot. You get what I'm saying? Like, do people want a fucking do kids want a T-shirt with Big Bird on it, or do they want a T-shirt with one of the human characters from Sesame Street? You know,
you're saying
Brooks is like our Big Bird.
A Gordon shirt.
He's a Muppet.
Yeah, Brooks is our Muppet.
I would take a shirt with that dog. What's that dog's name, Brooks?
Juju.
Juju. That's a cool ass dog, man.
Yeah.
I'll give you $20 for that dog, Brooks.
Jesus. Oh, that's funny.
I don't think he'll let her go. It looks like he likes that dog.
That's what you put on a shirt. Let me tell you about this little man I know. And nobody's going to know what the fuck.
His name was Hellboy.
We do have COVID mask on our site.
Yeah, there are two designs. One of them is the Star Wars one that says Pop Culture Philosophers Episode 5, Robbie Strikes Back. That's one of the shirts I have.
I ordered one of the masks. I'm just waiting for it to come in.
Oh, that's awesome. Which mask did you order?
The other one.
I hope it's not a shitty mask, man. I have no idea. I think we just put designs on a website, right, John?
The basic, I know for a fact that the basic ones are kind of bland. It's just like a layer of fabric. But the double pleated ones, the more expensive ones that are $10, are actually really nice masks. They got like an adjustable earpiece. They're really nice masks.
Oh, nice.
For $10.
I just I would hate to order a mask and get it like after the mask mandate's over. You know, I'm just worried about that. I'm ready now though for my Christmas mask. I'm going to start searching for a Christmas mask. I think why not get one right? Surely somebody's got one that's got the Santa face on it with the beard, and then I'll wear my Santa hat and I'll have that and I'll be like Santa, right? How cool would that be? I put up my tree today, y'all. which, as you know, is a black fiber optic, like 18-inch tree. So it wasn't very hard. But I did put 3 strings of lights just across my window because I like Christmas lights. Any excuse.
Did you leave the Halloween lights up? Did you take those down?
I took them down. It was sad. I hadn't turned them on for a few weeks, though. But I did keep them on for like 2 weeks after Halloween. All right, everybody's into it.
Well,
another fun thing I like to do is leave these lights on at night, and there's like always this weird, cool glow coming from the middle of the hallway. But I'm going to get some of these LED lights to put in the new studio. I don't know if anybody noticed, but on the new weekly comic book review, I filmed in the new set, which is typically reserved for multi-people shoots where we have more than one person there. But we haven't done one of those in a minute. So I think we're going to plan on doing one for Tenet. Brooks, when Tenet comes out, I think we'll watch Tenet do a video. Sounds fun, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody do like enamel or acrylic pins?
I don't know, man.
You know,
I know a guy that can make some candles, and I know a guy that can make some
about buttons.
We got the buttons, the pin buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like the basic pins, the round ones. We got those in our store.
Oh yeah, I need to get some buttons.
They're $2. They're just they're the basic. They just have our logo on them. It says pin, but it's the fat.
Yeah, it's just around.
And they have either 1 1/4 or 2 1/4 sizes.
Herminio, those are the tropical Fruit Loops. I have not tried them yet. That's still an unopened box, so I haven't tried them yet. The last cereal I opened was Cocoa Pebbles. I've been going through that. I really wanted a flaky thing the other day, but I have no flaky cereal in my. I have no flaky cereal right now, except for Wheaties, and I don't want to eat that box of Wheaties. I just want to keep it. I got the LeBron box of Wheaties.
I guess the question is, should we add throw pillows with our logo to our store? Who's gonna buy throw pillows?
Bro, I would buy a throw pillow.
What about a tote? Would you buy a tote?
No, but I hate that other people might. Who knows? Allow everything. Who gives a shit? Some people like phone cases too. Who knows?
What about wall art? Should we put Brooks up as wall art?
I want that in the studio actually. I want to print it. Yeah, well, I want it as a canvas print.
We do canvas. I'll work on the store. That's my thing. I'm definitely adding a couple of shirts, including that logo.
Nice. Hey, Hammer Time, you're looking good, man. You've been hitting the deadlifts.
No, I've been eating more.
What'd you say?
What are deadlifts? I keep hearing about these deadlifts. I don't even know what they are.
It's a band from the 70s. The Deadlifts. Mike knows who they are.
Yeah.
He took photos.
The ex Henry Rollins band.
On the Kiss Cruise.
No, I've been working out more, but I've been eating shitty. So I'll eat like one day really good. The next day I'll eat healthy. And I'm like, well, I worked out today, so how about some cookies? And I eat like a whole sleeve of cookies. I'm like, what did I do? So that's been a continuous cycle.
I feel
today I ate really shitty.
Well, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So I got to get to a routine now. I've got a home gym, so I got to start. I fixed my treadmill, so I need to get to a routine and start using it all the time.
Nice.
And if I work out on a regular basis, I feel good. And if I don't, I feel like shit. So clearly I need to work out all the time.
Yeah, the old PCP studio is now a home gym.
It's a home gym. I'm going to get that poster of Brooks hanging up down there.
Nice. Right in front of the treadmill.
Yeah.
Move the TV.
Yes. I'm motivated. Just looking at Brooks.
Like I should just have inspiration like under there.
Yeah. I've already got that same poster printed and hanging over my bed.
Everybody, is it a good idea right now? Throw out a station if you would buy this shirt. Throw out a station. Would you buy that on a shirt? I think I would. I would definitely buy it as a canvas print. Like seriously. Yeah. I would hang that up in my house. I have a painting actually that Brooks did of the basement show still, but I need to hang it up.
Remember the one at Stonehenge?
Yeah, Brooks for some reason painted. This was for a school thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a school.
You painted me and Kevin at the basement show at Stonehenge. You know what? I got to go piss anyway. I'm going to go grab that. I'll be right back, y'all.
Off he goes.
Just you and me, Brooks.
You and me against the world.
Rolling Rock, huh?
Oh, there's 3 stations. Yep.
There you go.
Still drinking them. I'll be drinking that case of Rolling for probably well into late February.
That one was it a 12-pack? Tell me it's not a 6-pack.
No, it's a 12-pack.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I've got rum here and vodka, but I'm out of beer. But I was gonna have a drink, but man, I feel like crap because I ate too much. Too much Thanksgiving food, so I feel terrible.
Yup.
Maybe I need a drink though. Maybe I'd feel better. Maybe I need to get a beer.
Possibly.
I don't have any beer. I got rum. I could have a rum and Coke.
Maybe
I could have
drink a lot of alcohol. That'll make you feel a lot better.
Yeah. Oh, I would probably throw up the food I have, and I probably would feel better.
It's like an entire Thanksgiving dinner goes to waste.
Yeah. I'd feel good. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's how those models look so good. They throw it all back up. I'm never going to be a model if I don't throw it up, Brooks.
True. So true. Hey, is Robbie doing that?
I'm assuming so.
Hiding behind his sexy Patrick Swayze picture.
Who is the man behind the curtain stationing?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain or the smoke coming from behind it. Anyway, here is the painting I was telling you about. In fact, if me and Kevin ever do another album, Brooks, this has to be the cover.
Yeah. I always thought that would be kind of a neat album cover.
If anybody wants to know, because this was done in the days of the Basement Show where there was a different image, that is me right there. With the sideburns and the Robbie crest. Kevin looking a little bit more stoned out. Robbie, I was always
Kevin the hat, because he used to wear those hats all the time.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna put it right here. Yeah, I'm looking a little bit because the contact persona was always a little bit more like serious. Like the contact persona is the serious, like philosophical, lyrical side of Robbie, and I don't wear glasses when I'm in that zone for some reason. Look at all the stations out there, by the way. When are we getting the exclusive PCP cover on one of the indie books? Whoo, that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one for the shop first, maybe one day.
You know, we're not about work around here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. That's why we love doing these streams. I mean, they really require as little work as possible. It's like usually just grab some cool things that are interesting to have near you in case we have some dead air and you want to go through an issue of Wizard. This was one of our backup plans for tonight, right, Brooks? Like we talked about it. We're like, hey, if it starts getting dead or dull, we didn't know if people were going to be watching. We're just going to check out this issue of Wizard and be like, what's going on? Oh, look at here. We got a superhero showdown. So they had people vote online, 64 heroes with things like Spider-Man versus Robin. Spider-Man won 89%. Angel versus Phoenix. Phoenix won.
Are you kidding me?
Phoenix won 89%. Spider-Man versus Phoenix. Phoenix won 55%. That means Spider-Man put up a run.
Nah.
No, I have the whole thing here. And it ends, as you can tell, with Phoenix versus Thor. And look who wins.
Thor won?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Look at that back of that. That's racy.
Yeah.
What is toohot.com? I bet
that's a hot name there.
It's for toohot.com. I bet that's a porn site now. The final four wound up being Phoenix, Silver Surfer, Superman, and Thor.
I gotta look up the website now. What year is that from?
2000. No, December 1999.
That's pretty late.
This is Wizard 2000.
The domain's for sale. The domain's for sale.
Wizard in the year 2000. So futuristic.
That's cool, though. I want to see what else. Who else were the matchups here? I don't want to go through every single one. They had Colossus beating Shadowcat. That's a cruel thing to have them fight off
Yeah.
in the opening.
I don't know if Closets would beat Shadowcat though.
Oh, this is bullshit. Blade's on here in the first round. He goes out
Who?
to Darkness. That fucking Top Cow character.
Oh,
Yeah.
Darkness beat Blade 51 to 49%. First of all, let me just say this. No fucking way. Okay? No fucking way. Then Darkness winds up going up against Silver Surfer, so it doesn't matter anyway. Because Blade would not beat the Silver Surfer. Oh, Beast makes it for a while. Beast winds up going up against Batman. They have Beast beating Wonder Man and Nightwing. They have Nightwing beating Gambit, Beast beating Wonder Man, Nightwing losing to Beast, and Beast going up against Batman.
Losing to Batman.
Losing to Batman.
Who's Batman gonna be by?
Silver Surfer. And Phoenix she wound up beating Daredevil after Spider-Man. They have Daredevil beating Mr. Fantastic, Daredevil getting beat by Phoenix. When you hit the cosmic levels, it's just dumb. Like over here, we have at the end, they give some mad respect to Invisible Woman, by the way. They have Invisible Woman versus Batgirl, she wins. Invisible Woman versus Witchblade, she wins. Invisible Woman versus Human Torch, she wins. Invisible Woman versus Superman, Superman wins, which I can dig with that. Mm-hmm. Over down here, it wound up with Superman and Captain America. Wolverine and Storm to Wolverine and Thor. Rogue lasted for a while over here till she went up against Thor. It's interesting, but at the end of it, it was Thor. And it's all fan voting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still cool. Has an Alex Ross cover. It's pretty dope.
What the month was.
It's Earth X versus Kingdom Come. That's a dope ass cover, actually.
Yeah, that is cool.
Were you in the same boat for me though? That I had I'd go to the comic shop. I had like $20, and I'm like, which comics am I going to get? And am I going to put one of these comics back to get Wizard? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I always bought Wizard, man.
Because I always wanted to get Wizard because there's always cool information in there.
Bro, there's a new PlayStation coming out.
Whoa! PlayStation 2?
I'm sorry, John. Did I interrupt you? I thought that was funny. Go ahead.
No, I think that's awesome.
Go ahead.
No, that's it. I was just it was a hard thing to do because I'd probably go to the comic shop every other week. I couldn't go weekly. But Wizard only came out once a month, so at least it was only one issue. But I felt like I had to get it to be in the know. You know what I'm saying?
I had it in my box. I had the subscription. I had to get Wizard. And I think it usually came out at the end of the month. But I wouldn't get previews, but I would get fucking Wizard. And it's fun going back. So here we have top 10 desolate comic book futures, which now they would just say top 10 dystopian comic book futures. All right, number 10, The Last Avengers story. That's actually a really good story that most people don't remember. Then they have number 9, The Rock of Ages from Justice League by Grant Morrison. Number 8, Future Imperfect. Number 7, Marvel 2099. Number 6, The Guardians of the Galaxy, conquered by stupid-looking alien Badoons. Number 5, it says the United States if George W. Bush becomes president. That's fucking funny as shit. You see that? Well, it happened. Number 4, Earth X. Number 3, Dark Knight Returns. Number 2, Kingdom Come. Number 1, Days of Future Past. That's a pretty cool. And the Mort of the Month. Brooks was asking about the Mort of the Month. It's Ravage.
Ravage 2099.
Yeah.
Of course.
The one written by Stan Lee, but it has amazing artwork by Paul Ryan. That's fun to look at that issue of Wizard. And I have the very next issue right here too, which is Alex Ross doing his mockery of or homage to the first issue of Wizard. And another one of those ads in the back, which we'll never know what that site was for.
Yeah, now it's gone.
What?
You should buy that URL.
Oh, is that an Altoids ad?
I think it's an Altoids ad.
That's
what I thought it was.
It's a Cinnamon Altoids ad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they bought TooHot.com for a while, and now nobody's picked that up. TooHot.com, doesn't that seem like somebody would, some porn site?
No, somebody owns it. They're just not using it, and they're trying to resell it.
They're hoping for one of those.
So you go there, and they probably because they're like, "Did you come here from Wizard World advertisement for Altoids?"
That's funny.
Hey, did you see David Hatch's message from you about his shirt idea?
No, I haven't looked at my phone, man. I'm doing a show.
Oh, well, he sent it to me. He sent it to me via Messenger, and here's his idea for the show.
What the funniest thing is he probably just threw that together, like right there on the spot. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I hope he posted that in the PCP Army. I don't think we could legally put that on a shirt, but that would be hilarious. Maybe we can make some private ones just for us, right? John's like rather offended by that shirt right now. Look at him. He's all self-conscious. He's like, my Teletubby body doesn't look like it's been working out.
I mean, I'll be the purple one if you want to be the red one, John. If you got a problem with purple.
No, I'll be purple.
Stefan says, Wizard, rip. Yeah, me too. I always wanted to work for Wizard. Like, that was what I wanted to do. And I really feel like we got something. Like, we were talking about, remember how Wizard used to do those fan awards, right? Mm-hmm. We were talking one time on the live stream about how we should do one, like the PCP fan awards or whatever. Then I was contacted by Bueller not too long ago with relatively the same idea. So I think we're going to try to do something, which we need to get on then. But maybe we should totally take, because other channels have kind of done this, but like they've taken the idea of like the hot top 10, which is not just a Wizard specific idea, but they've taken some of the other ideas from Wizard, good, the bad, and the ugly, and things like that. And they've applied it to their channel. Maybe we should find something silly from Wizard that they did, like the Mort of the Month or something, and just have it be a PCP staple. How fun would that be? All right,
Yeah,
I'm the only one that. Okay.
Well, you guys got me. I was trying to find out what happened to Mike Cotton. So, y'all remember his editor? He had a thing in there. He's the one that did a lot of the top tens, or he did the.
I know a lot of the people wound up working.
Column.
Like Brian Cunningham, I think, was part of the Wizard world, and then he wound up over at DC, and I think he just recently got let go. A lot of people wound up working in the industry beyond that. And I know Garib Shamus or Samus? He was the main guy, and he kind of Wizard had a really notoriously bad ending. I don't know if people really remember
Toy Fair Theater came out of Wizard, right?
Yeah, it did. And when Wizard and Toy Fair shut down, they didn't honor the remaining subscriptions of people. They didn't give them a refund or anything, right? And it ended in very shady circumstances. There was a falling out with Marvel, so they stopped covering Marvel. If you read the last run of Wizards, they're just really focused on one of their things is JT Kroll's Teen Titans is the book of the year. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I don't know. I had a bad ending, but in the heyday, through the 90s and the early 2000s, Wizard was the shit, man. That's where you went for your comic book news. We didn't all have these cool comic book sites. YouTube wasn't around. There was no comic book YouTube. This is where you got that information. And it wasn't information. It was about the industry. It was about the creators. You got to know the creators on a personal level. They were always interviewed. They were always talking to them about them by name, talking about the people that were making these comics. It made you feel a part of the industry. Wizard was very integral to keeping that community together through some of the harder times in the 90s, I think.
So apparently Mike Cotton is a senior editor at DC now. So that's what happened.
So they just do Wizard World then? Is that all they do now?
They don't even.
What happened to the remaining folks from Wizard that didn't go on to work for comic companies?
No,
that's a different thing, right?
That was started by Garib, but I don't know if he's the one that still runs it or not. They pretty much they shut down they told everybody it's like, hey, cool, go enjoy your Thanksgiving. It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. Go enjoy your break. See you when you get back. And everybody got back, and the building was locked. And then there was a note on the door saying, contact this company to find out where your stuff is.
Yeah, and they'll ship your stuff or something, and you can go pick it up. Yeah, when they shut down the Wizard office. Now, Wizard World, I think, may have gotten bought by somebody, but I know that at a certain point it got stripped down because it was everywhere. There was probably 30 different Wizard World shows or something. And then I think they shrunk it down, and then who knows what cons are going to make it through the post-COVID world,
Yeah.
A lot of the big ones will, but a lot of the smaller ones, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Some small ones are still going, though. Hopefully it will have a bigger and better expo in April. Hopefully we'll be good in April, but we'll see what happens, right? This last expo was really fun as far as toy pickups for me. Got my Turtle van, Punisher van, and Point Dread for Grayskull at that show. So that was great. And my Parademon from Superpowers. So that was great. Always find good toys at cons. That's why I hate it. I go with cons to people, and they'll be disappointed at the lack of like Silver Age or Bronze Age keys. And I'll be disappointed at the lack of fucking like 80s vintage toys and random shit like Karate Kid play sets and Silverhawks. But we always have that at the expo. We have some really good dealers that show to those cons.
Yeah, there's that one guy from Tennessee. We need to go up to find out, take a day and go to his store up in Cookeville.
We need to find it. We need to find some time to get down to Florida and check out that shop that SoFlo is always talking about. Was that Bits and Buttons or something? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Their Instagram shit. It looks amazing, man. They had they shared a photo just casually ass, and they have not just the turtle van, the party van, right? But they have the news van. And anybody who collects Playmates TMNT stuff knows that news van, which is a repainted turtle van with new features like a camera and shit, is like one of the most rare pieces out there. Very expensive.
Did Playmates ever make like Vernon or Irma figures?
Yeah.
Or like Vernon Thompson?
They did Vernon because they did the whole animated line, Tuned Out or whatever. TMNT Tuned Out, I think. Let's see. But yeah, some of them are in there. Well, I think. Let me see. Yeah, there's the Vernon figure right there. Yeah, Toon Turtles. He's expensive. He's rather expensive. Hold on, let me show you this. There's the Vernon. You see it?
Yeah.
And then
I got Burn.
There you go. Yep, there's the three.
And Irma, huh?
Yeah, I think because when they made these, they weren't very popular. I think this may have been part wave 2.
No fooling.
Yeah. Well, we've had wave 1 in at the store before, right, Mike? And we sold them. They were pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Because wave 1 had there's a Shredder figure from it too, right? Toon Turtles. Well, we had the turtles, right? We just had the 4 turtles.
We had the turtles
right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, the neutrinos.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had the neutrinos. There's the Shredder one. It's just a repainted Shredder. See.
They ranged from $75 to $125 a piece.
Jeez.
In package, not loose.
Yeah, these are expensive, and they have these too. The turtles themselves look pretty fucking weird. I'll be honest with you. Look at this. This Leo looks insane.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Bro. Michelangelo. I can dig that Michelangelo right there. That's fine. That seems like a custom though. That's something different. It looks like maybe, I don't know.
It looks like a Toon Turtle on a 88 packaging.
Yeah, like that's fine. That Leo though, that looked crazy, dude. What the fuck?
Like he's seen some shit.
Yeah, seen some bad shit. I love how they have the communicators though from the animated series.
The shell cells.
I really like the repaint on that Shredder though.
Yeah.
That repaint on that Shredder's nice.
Yeah, but can he still stand up?
No,
or whatever. I always have to prop it up against something, my Shredder. They say that there's a mutation Shredder that looks fine. TMNT Mutations Shredder. I think it's Mutation Shredder.
I still like my favorite's still the Super Shredder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Super Shredder, look at that. I have the Playmate Super Shredder figure.
That's a good figure. I like that one.
I like it. But yeah, that one, it's not too bad. That's a decent Shredder figure. It's the Mutations one, which I think is cool. I'd like to get one of those. I like all the Mutations. You probably didn't even see that when I clicked over, did you? Anyway. Whatever. Enough about that.
No. Let's spend more hours looking at Turtles figures online.
Teenage Mutant.
Yeah, great figures, man. Great accessories.
Man, we are hitting the 3-hour mark here.
I said I found a shell for that shredder car. I don't know what it's called though. Does anybody remember?
The shredder car.
Yeah, the flying car that they had.
Yeah,
Oh,
flying car?
The neutrinos? You talking about the neutrinos car?
No, it was the shredders.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Well, speaking of the neutrinos actually reminded me I read the Forever People recently.
Oh man,
And like you can tell that this influence because Eastman and Laird were big into Kirby, so like
they
the
wanted to
neutrinos
name.
Are like they just like you can tell that's the Forever People.
There was originally a fifth turtle named Kirby.
Yeah,
that they eventually. Yeah,
they actually did a story in the classic ones where like basically the turtles meet Jack Kirby pretty much.
That's so cool. Oh, Jack Kirby's the best, dude. I'm glad you got to read those New Gods books.
Yeah, man, that's some good stuff. Even Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen.
They're about to put OMAC back out in trade. OMAC's fun too. But like that. Now, have you gotten the Demon collection?
No.
All right, it goes beyond. Get the Demon next. Like you're like they already done the Demon book. I have them right next to me. But it's the exact same type of print. That's the Jimmy Olsen one. Jesus. I just saw the orange one and grabbed that one. Oh, the orange. Okay. Here it is. So there's also this one. You probably want to get that one.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. But there's a couple more they've done. So he did this one in the 80s to go with the action figure line. So they got his superpowers, but then they have his Challengers of the Unknown, which is really cool too. So they're really building out this. They haven't done soft covers of Commandy in a while, but I got the hardcover, the Omnibus. It's like $100, but it's the whole Jack Kirby run of Commandy. So that's cool. But they're doing OMAC next. And yeah.
That thing is what I'm talking about.
I thought that was the Neutrinos car. Oh, their car was like blue, so that's like the purple version.
Yeah, I've got a shell for that I'm trying to work on.
Oh, nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's weird, like watching more of that the Marvel method that Stan Lee created to help him with writing.
Well, a lot of people use that. It was a way to streamline the creative production.
Right. It was it was created by Stan, so it let he couldn't do a lot of people do full scripts, and right now, so this was not a full script, so it let Stan let a lot of the artists do the storytelling, which I thought was funny.
And what's even and that's why there's so much needed credit to those artists,
And
like Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, John Romita, and John Buscema, and more, right? Sal and everybody, right? And so we also know that a lot of shit was ghostwritten by Stan because he didn't have time to write in all the dialogue. Because in the Marvel method, you give a very brief plot synopsis to the artist. He creates the pacing of the issue. Then you go in and fill in the dialogue. That's why there's so many. The books read more stagnant in those days with the dialogue, and they explain a lot of what happens in the panels. It's because the dialogue was just laid in there, sometimes by like a editorial intern, right? And then sometimes, apparently, with Fantastic Four in particular, he would just kind of give a very vague idea to Jack. He wouldn't even like give an actual like written out plot, which is actually the official Marvel plot first way, right? Is you write out a plot, and people like Kurt Busiek write in that way, but they have very detailed Marvel first plot. They have very detailed ones, and they go page by page. They even say this page 5 panels. They'll even say things like that. They just don't break it down dialogue wise yet. But there was the rise of the full script when Bendis and them came over. It was the indie style, and DC always worked full script. Until apparently they experimented with it recently. Snyder apparently does plot first now with Greg Capullo. But he credits Greg Capullo as a storyteller. I'm rambling now about the process. For instance, when they did Galactus, all Stan allegedly said to Jack was, what if the Fantastic Four went up against God? And apparently everything else was Jack Kirby. So I love the way that Jack's mind works, that he got the direction of what if they go up against God, and he comes up with this shit, including the Silver Surfer, because it's very famously recorded that when Stan gets those images back, he goes, "Who's this fucking guy on the surfboard?"
Yeah, and it's just one of those, like, after watching it, it's kind of just like, man, I really don't think, like, I don't think Stan Lee deserves the credit for the Silver Surfer. Like, he might have given him the name, but, like, it's one of those. It just made me fall out of love with Stan Lee even more.
They both need the credit for it. It's both their creations, and that's how I feel about that. Give them both credit and just pay tribute to the other people as well. Like, that's all.
It's still just that, like that recording from the radio show that we heard where Stan calls Jack on his birthday and he just belittles him.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, but bashing on Stan, a dead man, doesn't look good either.
Yeah, if he was alive, I'd bash on him. So
he was an old frail dude, man.
I'd bash the shit out of this old dude if he was still alive.
Me and John saw Stan Lee one time from across like a fucking aisle. Remember that, John, when we went to Wizard World?
Yeah.
And he just looked like an old man being led and had no idea where he was going. He just looked frail. We did not wait in that line, though.
I remember he pointed to Robbie, and he's like, "You, fuck you." I was like, whoa.
And I said, the thing's dork is made of orange rock.
Hey, he's still better than Dean Cain and his fucking handlers.
Dean Cain was fine. It was his handlers that were the jackasses.
Handlers.
Who was the coolest people there, though? It was Bruce Campbell and Henry Winkler, man.
Henry Winkler was the coolest person I've ever met. He lived up to the Fonz, for sure.
He bamboozled John into paying for a photo. It was really funny. Do you remember that, John?
Yeah.
No, it was great.
It was an absolute dream.
Me and John legitimately didn't realize, because we were just walking. Henry Winkler has no line. Everybody's at the Walking Dead lines because Norman Reedus is there and Chandler Riggs or whatever. Plus the other two guys from Boondock Saints were there. Do you remember that? And so it was like Norman Reedus had this huge line. And then Sean Patrick Flannery had an okay line, and then the bearded dude.
I felt so bad for.
We almost went to meet him.
Powder, was that his name? Powder.
Powder was the second guy. Yeah, Sean Patrick Flannery.
I felt so bad for him, man.
Yeah, but the bearded guy had a small line, but granted, but it was cool that they were all there. But then the kid from The Walking Dead had a bigger line than all of them.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Wow. But so we walk up to Henry Winkler. There is nobody there. Henry Winkler is just like walking out in the aisle, right, John? And
he wasn't sitting. Everybody else was sitting behind the desk, and it was very, very formal. You had to pay this way and go through this and do that. And it was very, I don't know. It felt very, what's the word? Like, I don't know.
Amateur.
It felt fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It felt. I didn't like the whole thing when you met this person and they're on the other side and you hustle through there, and it just didn't feel like they wanted to be there. But Henry Winkler was completely different.
Yes, he was just sitting out there casually strolling about. He walks up to us. He approaches us. He starts chatting with us. Right, we're chatting with him. We tell him how awesome he is and how this is great. We're having a conversation with him. It's like we've come across the grandfather we've never had, right, John?
Asking for legal advice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We have and then he's like, "Would you guys mind if we get a picture together?" And we're like, "Sure." And so John right, and remember this, right? And then they were like, "Well, you got to pay for the picture." And John
I think he said we'd have to pay for the picture, but if we wanted a picture signed, we'd have to pay for that.
You paid for the picture that he took. Though.
Yeah, did he sign? But I got a signed picture from him.
Yeah, but then we got the picture, and there was a big ordeal about the fact that both of us were in it.
Yeah, but I don't remember them charging us anything. Or maybe they only charged us for one photo.
But what I'm saying, it was just really weird how it went from a really natural conversation to all of a sudden, oh, he's trying to sell us a picture. But it was still great.
Photo.
Still great. And the Bruce Campbell interaction was great.
Him talking shit to us.
It was great. All right, and that was the last bit of dead air for the night. we're over 3 hours now. We're about to be wrapping up. So, anybody have any final things they want to talk about real quick?
I said your interaction with Bruce Campbell was a lot better than mine. So,
well, that's why you don't go to these kind of things during our current situation.
So
basically, Bruce Campbell came to do a screening of Evil Dead here locally. It was a rather expensive ticket. There was a meet and greet, but you literally went in there. You were wearing your mask, right?
Yeah, we took the mask. We took the mask off, and then.
But your picture, you're like what, 10 feet away from him?
It's like 6 feet away, but you have no idea when he's going to take the picture. So you're just sitting there talking to him. And the camera guy was just like, "Hey, what's going on, Bruce? Okay, do what?" And then it's just like, "Oh, picture. Okay, next." And they just move you through.
Herminia was like, no 6 hours tonight? No. We don't like Thanksgiving near as much as we like Halloween.
I mean, if this was a Teen Dog Shades night, that might be different.
Perry's like, yeah, go for another 3 hours. They want us to do that. One day we will. One day we will hit. Well, I mean, we didn't hit 6 on Halloween. We hit what, 5.5?
Yeah. Well, the talk of Tunica.
Yeah, it was the last bit. The shit that we haven't talked about it since, so it's a month away. It ain't happening, but it's just funny. I was drunk, man. I'll be honest. By that point, I was drunk and done.
Where's good old Jab? Where's he at tonight?
He's not here tonight. I sent him an invite, and then he had fallen asleep because I told him and Brooks that I was going to go live at 8, and then I fell asleep at the end of that Cowboys fucking tragedy that happened today. So I fell asleep and I woke up and it was like 8 o'clock, and I was like so discombobulated. But like I didn't think by having turkey tacos I would get those turkey like knockouts. But like y'all, I ate like 6 turkey tacos, so and then a slice of peach cream pie, and then I fell the fuck asleep. So I missed the end of the game. So I missed those last few scores that the Washington football team put up, so I guess that was nice. But me and John were talking.
Redskins?
No, they're called the Washington football team this year. They haven't picked their new name yet.
And they don't think it doesn't seem like they're in a rush to pick a name. Like, we'll just be the Washington football team for now.
I guess that's for this year, but I'm surely they'll have something for next year, right?
I think they should call them. Check this out: the Washington Brooks.
I like it.
Only
And
if I
that
get money.
picture of Brooks can be on the side of their helmet.
Doing the scream.
Yeah. You
I don't
might
know,
have to
like-
go there in person and like be the mascot on the field, though. Are you okay with that if they fly you out there?
Be like, yeah, play that football, guys.
Here's the thing.
You're running good with that
PCP
football.
Sports.
Here's the thing. First of all, it's a team in DC, right? And historically, teams in DC get called something related to that, like the Senators, right? Or the Nationals.
Yeah.
So there's that route they could go. Or they could probably, and maybe one of the reasons of the delay is maybe they're actually trying to work out something with a official Native American tribe or something, kind of like they have in Florida State, maybe a way to atone for maybe what the perceived wrongs of that name for so long. They could do something like that, but it's probably not going to be. It's probably just going to be like the Washington Senators, the Washington Congress.
House of Representatives.
This is the representatives. Yes. I love it.
If this happens,
How about the
we're going to look
Washington
back on this and be like,
Washington foreskins. I love it. I love it.
It's less offensive.
It is. All right, another bit of dead air.
Awkward pause of the night.
Yep,
You were
so
wrong.
I guess I thought it was over, but it's not. So I guess we do have to end it now at 3 hours and 6 minutes.
I was looking up the history of the Washington Redskins. Sorry.
The Washington football team.
Football team. Yeah, my bad. Formerly the Boston Redskins. Formerly the Boston Braves.
Yeah. Don't worry, Atlanta might be next, man. I'm serious. That's not a nice term
I don't
either.
know, man. The Braves it's kind of vague.
It's still not. It's vague to some people, but not to everybody.
I like how their nickname is like according to the Wikipedia, the nickname is called the Skins. So why don't they just leave them as the skins?
I thought pig skins.
And just having it's like what's his face? The dude that wears the Leatherface, the mask. Being a mascot.
That should be their logo.
The humans. I think they should be the human beings.
That would be funny.
Why not, man? Just do it. I don't know. Maybe they'll do a vote. They'll do a vote, and so they'll get like one of those weird minor league teams names, like the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Or like it could have been worse. Like there's other teams that are named like the, I don't know, crazy legged goose fuckers or something. I don't know. There's like weird kinds of fucking names.
It rolls off the tongue.
What about the
Brooks is not on Facebook, but on that picture, by the way, of you, Brooks, that we're going to brand on a t-shirt right there, Kevin Tome, skeptic from the Basement Show, commented Platinum Goose. Brooks knows what we're talking about. Station.
Like a wooden goose.
Yeah, there was a wooden goose that George had there, right?
Yeah. And the plan was to paint it platinum.
Yeah, but we never did.
Yeah.
We're
lazy.
Yeah.
We always talk about doing stuff and then we never do it.
So on the Basement Show album, Greenlit, the full-length album we did, there's a bit on there with Brooks calling in with a song idea called Platinum. And we already had just kind of like inside jokey, had like the idea that we came up with it. We were making fun of Nelly one night, right? Got a big house.
Yeah, it was you. You were like, this is every Nelly song. Got a big house, got a big car.
And so we asked Brooks to do that. And Brooks ad-libbed some extra bits to it. And one of them was, I got a platinum house, got some platinum shoes. I got a platinum
goose in my living room.
Got a platinum goose in my living room. Because there was a wooden goose in the fucking room, in the living room, right? And we were recording there. And that was our makeshift studio for those demos. And that's where that recording came from. Also, the recording where we got you, Jelani, and George to sit in the room with us and go, Basement Show was greenlit over and over. But really fun. That was fun. It's a great little bit. And then you got to do your little bit in where you play the president in the song. Yeah. That's nice. But got a platinum goose in the living room. I love it. Platinum goose.
So a production company should be called Platinum Goose Productions.
Should be. It's still Smiler Else Productions, but that's the old.
It could be an offshoot, like a branch.
Yeah, right. Gargle Snooze is a branch too, so
yeah,
can't have too many of them, especially when we don't actually do anything with those production divisions.
Yeah,
we're not making short films. We're not doing, other things like that.
Well, we just have.
We're putting our energy into hanging out for 3 hours on fucking Thanksgiving night. Just talking most of the night about fucking fast food.
So I'm looking at goose decor on the web right now.
Do you have any platinum gooses out there?
No, but there's a bunch of like wooden Canadian geese. So I'm thinking about just buying one of those and painting it platinum.
Now, if I share the screen, does it share the audio from the screen? Because I could play that, right? Because I own that, right? Technically.
Yeah.
I wonder if it shares the audio. I don't know if it... Yeah, because people watch movie trailers, right?
Yeah.
Let me check that out, then. We can play the Platinum Goose bit, right? I typed in the Basement Show, and they're like, you mean that 70s show basement?
No.
No, I don't. All right, I'm at the Basement Show's Reverb Nation. We're on Reverb Nation and we're on SoundCloud. I have been in contact with Skep lately. I don't know if it means we're going to do anything new, but maybe we want to. Y'all seeing that now?
Yeah, does the sound work though? It might not.
Yeah, let's see if the sound works. It's right here. It's called Platinum.
You might
Can you hear it?
You might have to take off your earphones.
Can y'all not hear that?
I'm not hearing it.
No, it's a phone. I hear a phone.
Yeah, that's it. You're supposed to hear a phone. Do you hear that?
I don't hear it.
Helps if you have earphones.
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it.
This is some amazing fucking shit for people tuning in.
Yeah, I know. Well, if they've made it over 3 hours in, they can bear with it.
No, you can hear it because you can barely hear Brooks talking.
Oh, so it just wasn't loud enough.
Right. You just need to make it louder. But I'm saying you might have to take your earphones off to make it just so the mic can pick it up.
Too much work. Too much work.
Not really.
You can just find it, guys.
Just link the shit down below. Can you link that somehow?
I'll forget to link it, but whatever.
Just add it to the PCP Army.
Just tell people we're linking it and it's below, and then when they don't find it, be like, that motherfucker forgot.
I've done that before. And somebody one time was like, I thought you said there was a link down below.
I know you've done that with shit before.
John used to have to message me all the time, be like, I think you put the wrong date in, bro. But now I don't think he updates the website.
I check it. It's updated, sort of.
Let's see how updated it is. I love how you're usually selective sometimes when you update.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'll leave these things out. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you got the weekly comic book review on there. That was the last video.
I need to work on it. This weekend I'm going to work on it.
I mean, you could write an article and then send it to Robbie.
You just don't put any of our movie reviews up there sometimes, John.
I know. I got to get caught up. I'm behind. I can't keep up with you, homie.
Hurts my feelings, man.
I can't keep up with you. Put less shit up on YouTube. And I'll be caught up. I can't keep up.
Well, cease your whining, slave, and get to work.
We're actually in a little bit of a lull right now for PCP content. I didn't even do a top 10 this week, y'all. I took Thanksgiving off. I was like, fuck it.
Well, good for you. You should have.
I'm in charge. I'm in charge of that video. I'm going to skip it this week. Fuck it. What am I going to do? Fuck it. Hey, Bueller's in the house. Bueller. Everybody station for Bueller.
Station?
Happy Thanksgiving, Bueller. There we go.
You working tomorrow, Robbie?
No, man.
Right.
I'm off on Fridays, bro.
I didn't know if you were going to work.
We don't do a big do for Black Friday, and I did schedule an extra person to work a shift, so there you go. No, this is a rare advantage for me to have 2 days in a row off, which doesn't happen often, so I did it. So, yeah. I am going to make some videos tomorrow, though. I'm going to film my review for Red Fork, which is a great book from TKO, a horror comic by Alex Packnadell, friend of the show. I'm also probably going to read all 22 chapters of Ten of Swords all at once.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I want to see how it flows as one, but I still think it's going to have a wonky flow at the towards the back half of it. But I really do like the ending. I really like the ending, but I don't like the actual sword fights for the most part. I'll just say I like the actual sword fights, but I don't like the sword fights. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Is there a sword fight between Cyclops and Wolverine?
No, Cyclops has a badass moment in this week's Ten of Swords books, though, where he talks about true X-Men, right, Brooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ooh.
How long until we do the next Comics Revisited?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to do it next Friday?
Next Friday? Yeah, okay. I'll get started on them new X-Men's then.
Yeah, let's fuck it. Let's do it. Hold on. Before I just commit 3 hours into a stream after I've been drinking some beer after a taco explosion. Let me take a look at the date. That'll be the 4th, right? Yeah, let's do it the 4th. You want to do it then?
Yeah.
Come over, we'll do it.
We'll do it.
New X-Men. All right, got to read that now. I guess that's what I'm reading tomorrow. Maybe I shouldn't read Ten of Swords. Maybe I should start reading New X-Men. That's what is it? Probably like 36 to 40-ish issues, maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
They go by pretty quick, though.
They're pretty fun. I really like revisiting that one. That's how we're starting. So
don't get not too dense.
Yeah, and don't get too excited out there in the PCP Army. We're recording it, but it's the first episode of season 3, and I don't plan on releasing it until all 20 episodes are done. So that may not happen for a while. Who knows?
Can we do one on Long Shot?
No. I already got the 20 episodes planned. I did rearrange some. We had 2 episodes devoted to certain books that we're not going to cover this time, but we've shifted some things around. We brought in Strickland to handle a couple of them, but Brooks is going to be there for a Sandman one too. We're doing another Sandman book. We're doing volume 3 together, me and
Dream
Brooks.
Country.
Yeah, Dream Country.
Dream Country.
James, video, the Thunderdome voting usually ends, I think, Monday afternoon. And by the way, yes, vote for PCP and Thunderdome. If we can just really place first place for 2 of the next 3 weeks, I think we'll win it. I mean, come on, y'all. Vote for PCP. Let's just end this. It feels like it's been forever in Thunderdome, Bueller. It's wearing us down. We've already lost 2 members. PCP is close to ultimate victory. Go vote for us in Thunderdome.
I'm going to do that now.
Isn't the whole thing about Thunderdome 2 men enter, 1 man leaves?
5 men entered, 3 men are left. 4 if you can count the fact that one of those men is 2 brothers. So, yeah.
What was your pick of the week? What was your pick for Thunderdome?
Department of Truth, which turned out to be the pick of the week, as most of my Thunderdome picks have been. So now I'm starting to think, is my pick of the week influenced by my anticipation for a book? I have to look into this. Maybe get more critical. The books on Thunderdome are me and 2 brothers both picked Department of Truth, and Bob picked Daredevil, which, let's be honest, a very lackluster issue of Daredevil, if I might say so.
You might.
Bueller says Thunderdome
Right,
is forever. I get it, but I'm just saying I want to win this Thunderdome. And, it just feels like it's been forever. It just feels like it's been a long time.
All right,
We've lost people. We've lost people, Bueller. We can never forget the people we lost. No, I have a lot of fun doing Thunderdome. It's fun to campaign for it. Do you know what I'm saying? And talk some shit. There's less people doing it now though, which is interesting. But
I was always wondering it'd be kind of interesting. I know he doesn't get on here much right now, but I always thought it'd been funny if Thunderdome had you and Strickland competing against each other.
Oh, I know that. I foresee the fact that when this one completes, Bueller's probably going to do a new batch of it, and or something like that. I don't know. It seems like Bueller's not as committed to it as he was because he doesn't do the Thunderdome personality anymore. Which Bueller, I think that's really a bad move, man. That's a really great character, and I think you should continue on with that. But I would like to see after this round a new batch of contestants. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Hero and the Kid, Sam's Tangled Web. It'd all be Marvel books, though. Hell, get Brooks. Get Dylan. Get J Strick. They'd be involved. There's plenty of other people. John's Comics with Kids. Boy Who Had 7. Jim Mint. There's tons of people that could compete. Jim Mint would win, though. I'm just going to tell you that the Geminites would vote for him. If you think my campaign is excessive, you just wait if you add Jim Mint into Thunderdome. That's why he won that damn Comic Gories.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see Brooks. I'd like to see what he picks on it.
What is the idea behind it?
In Thunderdome, the idea is that you pick the book that you are most excited to come out this week, right? Mm-hmm. And the idea is we pick this a few days away, right? And then the audience of the video votes for what they think is the strongest pick for the best book of the week, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I would really like to be the inaugural champion of Thunderdome, like I was Battle Draft. Actually, I've won 3 out of 4 Battle Drafts. And I would love to be the inaugural Thunderdome winner. I think that would really represent PCP Army. Right, Holshoe?
Yeah.
Holshoe's like, I'm done.
I'm tired. I'm about to bail. So
we are about to end the stream anyway, y'all. Thank you.
Sleep.
Go to rest.
I like this Battle Draft. I like how he did the story.
That's a great. He says the idea was to extend the video to past 10 minutes to get more ad revenue. That's perfect. Did it work? I had to watch 3 goddamn videos last time I watched his top 10. 3. One time, YouTube went crazy. One time there was a live stream and someone was like, dude, there's an ad every couple minutes. And I looked, there was like literally like 15 fucking ads in a 2-hour live stream. I'm like, what the hell, y'all? I didn't do that. Anyway, we're out. Y'all, I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. We love you. We're PCP and we're done.